How could he be? I didn't hit start streaming till right now. He couldn't possibly have been listening.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What?
What?
Is it 8 skills or 7 skills? We have to get up to 5.
8.
8. There are a few classes where it's 10, and then you get to choose 8 of them. Those are from the newer books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, what are you missing?
Yeah, I've got 3 checks and 4 pluses. Let's see. Athletics, climb,
What's that
consume
grayed
alcohol.
out melee any you have? That's weird.
I have no idea. Did that come from the class?
Well, I think you're supposed to pick a type.
That is
you are supposed to pick a type, though.
That is an advanced skill I can take in my class, and I don't have any points in. That's why it's grayed out at the bottom. I would assume. If you go over to my main sheet,
you probably need to actually put something. Well,
if you go to my main sheet and punch open Watch Recruit, it tells you everything. Skills are athletic, climb, consume alcohol.
Well, let's figure it out. You're Watch Recruit now, right?
Yep. Dodge, endurance, grapple.
So athletics,
Dodge, endurance, grapple. Melee, any, and perception. Okay. So I have to get 5 points in melee, any, which is advanced.
Okay, so we need to pick in any.
You would pick what basic? Yeah, you would pick what melee type you want it to be.
Like whenever it's any, it doesn't mean all of them. It means at the time you're getting the class, you pick which thing your guys focused on, whether it's brawling, basic, whatever there's.
And this says, when I click it, it says, do you want to add this skill?
Let's just do it. We can make this
work. I think I did yes, and it worked properly.
Well, now I have melee.
Well, I clicked it. I clicked it too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. So I would just change that to melee basic. I would switch. Here, just don't touch anything. I'll do it.
Right.
I wonder what the best way to do that is.
What?
Well, no, because I changed mine to melee two-handed.
Could I take ranged there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, melee ranged.
Melee.
No.
Whatever it is, bow.
Well, no, it is a difference.
Oh,
no,
right, melee. Never mind.
Yeah, you know, it happens to the best of us.
I'm
all right, I think you're good now.
Still asleep from yesterday.
I don't know why there's even like a general melee skill, but on the character sheet, I mean. All right, you should be good now, I think.
Cool. Yep, looks good.
Yeah, normal specializations for it are basic, brawling, cavalry, fencing, flail, parry, polearm, or two-handed.
Also, if you guys have a hand weapon, I encourage you to go into it on your sheet and change the name of it to like whatever type of hand weapon it is, like short sword, club, you know, whatever. I don't know. Just so you know, when I'm looking at your sheet, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what he's using. Even though, you know, all hand weapons are apparently created equal. You've got all kinds of armor.
All right, there you go.
Hell yeah. All right. So I had some stuff planned and Adam's out, so I got to do a little bit of an audible. We'll work it out. Yeah, depending how it goes, we might end early, or who knows. I have not figured out how to estimate a session of this game yet. Like how long something would take. The one where you guys were like finished fighting the basilisk, and then you did like the entire witch hunter outside the end thing. I did not expect all that to be one night, so it's just me not knowing how to gauge it yet. I'm used to, you know, 4 hours of bugbear combat. All right, so last week, let's see, you guys were forced into the watch. You've got a watch sergeant above you named Rudy Klumpenklug, who likes to likes to do the minimum amount of work and claim credit for whatever you do. You've probably been in the watch about 3 weeks. Your shifts have been with him. He's been going around showing you got 3 days on, and then a day off, and then 3 nights on, and then a day off. That's kind of your schedule. Nothing too exciting has happened. And I guess you guys are about to be released on your own for some day shifts. He's not going to follow you around. But
Cool.
he does expect you to make the rounds and collect donations for the Ubersreik Watch Orphanage Fund, which is, what his bribes are, essentially. So he's got a list of some businesses you're supposed to stop by and collect their donations from today. And he'll cut you in. Do a good job. The way he has it work is now that you're on your own, you guys do your shift, which is like about a 12-hour shift, and then at the end, in the morning if it was a night shift, or in the evening if it was a day shift, you got to give him like a full report and a debrief. He'll ask you what you've done for the day. So he sends you out into the wild. If you have anything you want to do, speak up. Otherwise, pretty much it'd be like any other day. You walk the docks, you see if there's trouble. I haven't called it out, but like there's occasional times you guys are, maybe breaking up a fight before it starts, or just
Populace. Don't forget about extorting the populace.
Yeah, well, that's what he's specifically sending you out to do today.
Right.
In particular, there's an apothecary. He wants you to swing by, who happens to be the one Rocco stole from, back in Marketplace during the riot. Just a few other shopkeepers, go collect the orphanage fund from them. See, they're due for their new donations. If no one's got a problem with that, I will just fast forward. All right. You guys go about your day. It's pretty boring. People kind of grumble at you as you... who's your spokesman asking for the donation?
Adam.
He's not here. Yeah, he I don't know, he came down with a weird plague or something. He's stuck in the barracks right now. He's resting. It's pretty serious if they're not sending him out. But it could pass at any moment. You just never know.
Right.
They'll send him right back out to you if it passes.
I thought he won the Employee of the Week contest and got to go have a waffle party.
Yeah. All right, Bernard, you gonna ask for the orphanage fund donation?
No.
Dirk, you gonna ask for the orphan fund donation? Griff. Oh, sorry. There you go.
No, I think that I would not be willing to ask, and I would not be happy that we're like I wouldn't be happy that we're doing it either.
So you're unhappy, but are you doing anything about it?
Not yet. No.
All right. Griff, are you willing to ask people as you go around for the...
I am interested in poisons from the apothecary.
What am I hearing here? That sounds like running water in your background. I thought I turned down the rain effect at first. All right. So so you walk into the apothecary shop. She looks up, sees your armbands, Probably knows why you're there. Probably by this point, anyone he's sending you to over the last 3 to 4 weeks when he's been training you is someone he's already gone around with you when he's collected the the donation, not the bribe, the donation for the orphanage fund. It's all on the up and up. So at least all these people know who you are. But anyway, you walk in and she kind of frowns a little bit and starts digging around for some money. And how exactly are you going to broach the subject of poison, if at all?
Well, my guy's not real subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Do you sell poisons here?
No, actually, I need a second because I'm not sure if she does or not. I'm not sure.
I have a serious rodent problem.
Ah, there. That's good. Rat poison, yeah. Give me a. So you're not very subtle, right?
I wouldn't think so.
It's her. Give her intuition, but you're not even trying to. Okay. Small rats or big rats?
About 180 pounds.
I see. Yeah, it could be. Could get you something whipped up. I don't really have that on hand. Come back in about a week.
Okay.
What I need. For rats only, of course.
Right.
That might run you, a gold coin or so.
How much does she pay in protection per visit?
So I don't know if you guys have ever seen the. I guess he probably. Nah, actually, he probably wouldn't tell you. He'd probably just expect you to bring it. Keep you honest. You have seen. He has counted out like a couple shillings to each of you from the bag, and you get a sense that that's a small percentage. So you're guessing it's probably a gold or two. It seems to be about once a month. But it's all it's all in silver. It's not like there's 2 gold coins in there.
Well, it's for the barrack, so we can just take it out of the orphans fund.
Oh, yeah, of course. Speaking
All
of
right,
which,
that's all my business here.
though, she passes you the orphans fund that she knows is due. That said, you've got about 4 places to hit today. Do you go to them and or ask for their donations? It's fine if you say no. I just need to know if you're collecting or not. So I already asked 2 people. Griff, are you willing to ask people for the donation?
Well, for now, yeah.
Okay. Well, then I can just stop there. Doesn't really matter if Eric's willing or not, because Griff will do it. All right. Pretty uneventful shift. Other than, you get grumbling looks. People kind of, pass you the money, are unhappy. Do you ever open up the bag and look?
So, is there an actual orphanage?
Sorry, I've said orphanage. It's not the orphanage fund. It's the orphan fund for, orphans who had, parents in the watch who died, right? There's no formal tax entity for that runs this nonprofit. But Rudy makes sure the money gets where it's going. I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna save him a stab. We'll go give it to some orphans. We can do that for him.
Do you want to do that today?
Yes.
Okay, you guys become very popular. What's your method of doing that? You looking for street rats, like in the dock? Like at this point, you probably know of at least a few places where like orphans tend to congregate.
Well, but it's
there's probably one actual
orphans of the watch.
too. Yeah.
So go ask the captain.
Captain Pfeffer.
What's her name? Yeah.
Okay. At what point do you do that? At the end of your shift, or in the middle, or what? After you've collected the money.
After we've collected the money, yeah.
All right. Well, unfortunately for Rudy, he's not there. As you go to meet with the captain, you end up having to wait a little while, probably about half an hour. But yeah, you get admitted. And she's like, "What is it? I'm busy." And is it just you, or is everyone going in?
I'll go in.
Yeah, we can all go in.
Except Rocco, he's
Oh.
sick.
Yeah, those of us that are sick in the barracks. So you the spokesperson there, Eric?
For this one, sure. So we were sent out to collect money for an orphanage fund. We figured we'd just go ahead and go the full way and deliver said funds directly to the orphans. Or whoever's running this.
She looks at you a little confused. What orphans are you talking about?
That's what we were coming to ask you.
You're
Rudy
gonna
had set up a collection. Rudy had set up a collection for orphans and said go collect it and deal with it. So I'm dealing with it.
Clump and Clug sent you out to collect some donations for an orphanage.
Yeah,
or for orphans.
Does it rather regularly.
I can't say I know.
Very popular. I can't say that anyone refused to donate that he has visited.
I can't say I know what that's about, but I think I'll have to talk with him about that. I don't know where that. Why don't you leave the money here, and then I'll speak with him about it.
Okay, but next time let us know and we'll just deliver it directly to where it's supposed to go. Then
Rudy is that's out of character. Rudy is often in the barracks when he's not on duty, but
Yeah.
given this is a day shift and you had to go around and collect the money first, it's probably prime drinking time when you came back to talk to her. So he was out, at probably whatever his favorite pub is.
Yep.
Not the Spotted Pig anymore. That one burned down. Wait, no.
No, it was the place across from it that burned down.
Yeah. Man, I need to learn some inn names. Okay. She looks confused, a little upset, but not totally. This could be on the up and up, potentially. She seems slightly annoyed. She's been bothered with this all, but also she says, until I get this sorted, why don't you just leave the donation collections to Rudy?
Okay.
Your shift continues on uneventfully, and at the end of your shift, you come back to the barracks, and Rudy is there, awaiting debriefing, and immediately asks you, where that donation money is. Did you get those donations for the orphans?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Handed it on up the chain.
What do you mean?
Did I stutter? I handed it to the captain.
Did what? That wasn't very smart of you.
You told us to leave it with her. Did you want me to disobey a direct order?
She asked you. Get out of my sight. He storms off. It's not really like you have to walk away. He walks away after he says that. He seems a little nervous. He's kind of picking at his beard as he walks away. Whatever the actual fallout of that is, you don't know, at least that night. Spend the night at the barracks unless you guys go out drinking or whatever you do in between. I don't know. If it's important, let me know. Otherwise, the next day you got another shift. No donations expected to be collected today, but you weren't expecting that anyway. But as far as you've heard, you haven't really heard anything about If she did talk to him about it, you don't know, and if there was
Yeah.
any repercussion of that, you don't know.
Well, who told us not to collect money today?
Well,
I
it's
figured
not.
it wasn't a daily thing.
It's not a
Well,
daily
once,
thing.
once every week or two.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
also, I would imagine it's not like people didn't tell us to not do it. It's we weren't given any instructions on who to collect from.
Yeah, the last time he specifically said, "Hey, go get it from these people," which are people you remember him having shown you a couple weeks ago. Like he went around. It seems like he has a set pattern when he collects from these people. Now there were times you've seen him collect from less, excuse me, savory types, like those guys who were beating up the merchant, right? That seems more willy nilly. That seems more like a turn a blind eye. Here's a little cash, and oops, the watch wasn't there right then. Didn't see anything. So those are more, opportunity or such. Anyway, give me a moment here. Gotta figure out what to lead into. Shoot. I want to go. See, now there's something I want to go with, but I'm not ready for it. Damn it. So a few more days pass. Rudy is very terse with you. He reminds you multiple times that he's the one who reviews your performance, and if you're seen as being derelict of duty or whatever, you could be executed. He reminds you multiple times of that, but nothing actually happens. You get the sense that something happened between him and the captain, although you never hear what it is. He has certainly not asked you to pick up any more money yet, and he seems really, really pissed at you. You turn. Do you guys hear a fan in the background or no?
No.
Okay, we're good then. Figure out how to do this without Adam. He had a little side quest thing that I was planning on, but one day, this is maybe your third day of day watches on your own. So about 2 days after that happened, this kid comes up to you in the street while you're in the docks investigating, or not investigating, patrolling. And I will tell you what he says as soon as I find where I need to click. There we go. Damn it, 1 second. So a little kid comes up to you guys. He's like, "Hey, excuse me, sirs, have you seen my dad?"
What's your dad's name?
It's a great question that I have an answer to. I just need to find it real quick.
That doesn't seem suspicious.
What a weird thing to say.
That's really bizarre. Reich. It's Reichert Peckvogel. I'm Eugene.
Where did you last see him?
Like 2 nights ago, he went out to make night soil, and he never came back.
Night soil?
Yeah, I mean, it's taking a shit in the outhouse,
I thought perhaps it meant something like that.
It's mostly outhouses around here, not a lot of indoor plumbing.
What does he do?
He's a fisherman.
I see.
You gotta find him. Mom's been crying the whole time, and it's getting hard to find food.
And this was 2 nights ago?
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe him to us?
Yeah, he looks a lot like me, but he's taller. He's got dark hair like me, and he's really tan though. He's got big wrinkles all over his face, being in the sun all day. He's
So
really
then-
old. He's really old, like you guys.
So then, out of character, I want to know if we got a good look at the guy at the docks. Like, how long ago was that?
Oh, that was more than 2 nights ago. You talking about the merchant who got beat up?
Yes.
Yeah, and that would not fit the description, and it would have been too long ago.
Well, no, but I mean, if this is a pattern, it could.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, not him. You don't think?
Okay. I mean, he doesn't sound familiar. Like, what part of the docks, does he work at? We might be able to take a look. We're in a pretty.
Well, he wasn't at work. He was leaving home. I mean, I guess he could have. I don't know why he'd go to work at night. He didn't say he was.
Okay, so you think you last saw him around your house? Where
They live in so the docks does have a lot of businesses right on the river, but it's a pretty big area, and there's a lot of basically slum level housing in there, which sounds like we're here. The kid actually points. He's like, we live right there. He kind of points to a little shack that's 2 rooms probably.
I mean, we can certainly ask around for you, but I know I have not seen him.
Oh,
Well,
thank you. Everyone said the watch sucks, but I knew you guys didn't.
No, the watch pretty much sucks.
Hmm.
Here's a shilling. Good luck, buddy.
He's very happy about the shilling and tucks it away, looking around, oh no, is someone going to beat me up for this? But he was like, you're going to find my dad though, right?
We'll try.
Oh, thank you, sirs. Thank you.
You're welcome, Skippy.
Did he? So he just
It's
said-
Eugene.
Eugene. So he just left. Did you watch him leave? Was there anybody else you knew of outside?
I was asleep. I was
Oh.
asleep. But mom said he was just went to the bathroom and never came back.
You might
nights
need
ago.
to talk to mom. Is your mom around? Can we talk to her?
Oh yeah, she's at home. She's I'll show you. Yeah, he starts leading
Okay.
you towards the house he had pointed at, kind of
Okay.
weaving through a few alleys, and open. But he's like, "Mom, the Watcher here." She,
So that's a good thing here.
yeah, she kind of opens the door with a start, with a panicked look, as she sees you. He's like, "What trouble did you get into?"
We heard that your husband was missing.
Oh yeah, he is. We haven't seen him for a few days.
Do you know what exactly are the circumstances? Did he just leave one night and not come back?
Yeah, it was a couple nights ago, and he got up, like you do. At night he got up to do his business. He just never came back in, and I don't think he'd leave us like that.
All right.
He had a big catch that day. We were supposed to be selling it, and I had to do all the work, and he wouldn't have just left that. It's too much money.
Okay.
Which for them probably means a couple shillings, but
Oh, I know. I too am a peasant. All right.
You were.
What? Well, I was, yeah. Now I'm an esteemed member of the guard.
Respectable and notable.
Yeah. Uh, let's see. Should we look at where he would have gone? Do we think that'd be helpful?
Yeah, I mean,
So
you
there
know,
are some shared outhouses. Like it's not uncommon for as you go around houses, either they've got their own outhouse if it's a little bigger, or there might be a few that just share one. So they're kind of all over the place. None of them are locked. They're just kind of like you go in and you do your thing. But the river's right there too. You could just take a leak in the river if you wanted.
Is your husband a drunk?
From time to time, but I don't think he was drunk that night.
Is your husband a gambler?
He's been known. He's not very good at it.
Homer Simpson, the drunken gambler.
Did he owe anyone any money?
Not that I know of. You want to bed, dude? Hold on one sec.
He's sad because the fruit just came up on stock.
Oh, he's got an hour. What's he complaining about?
Hey, Allie,
Alex, it's only 8:09.
you have an hour.
What do you need to do? Or do you need to grind like 8 million gold first? Yeah. All right. Well. All right. Whatever. Sorry. What were we saying?
He was trying to figure out if he's drunk.
Oh no, I don't think so. Not that night. He'd worked really hard all day and basically fell asleep early when he got home.
Well, we've never turned down a missing person problem before, and we've never failed to find the missing person either.
If she used intuition, she would know that that's technically true. I guess you're 1 for 1 so far.
Yeah.
So you go check out the outhouse, right?
Okay.
You can give me a perception roll. One of you, I don't know. All of you, something. I don't care. Probably makes more sense for whoever's the best at doing it to do it rather than a whole bunch of rolls.
31.
39.
Well, unless someone's got a 40.
Pretty good roll. You're looking around, and yeah, you see tracks of, because it's not the cleanest, you see tracks. Otherwise, it's not a lot to leave tracks in. But yeah, you see, footprints, but that makes sense. There's people who use this. Definitely stinky. Smells like someone's used it recently. I guess it would always smell like that, honestly. You don't see any signs of struggle or blood or anything. You give it a pretty good look over, and you'd have no way to know if 2 nights ago was he in here at midnight. You can't figure that out, but you don't see anything that's abnormal.
Okay.
Well, we've done what we can.
You, yeah.
Are there any? This is probably residential more than it's stores, I'm assuming.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah.
So I want to look for the residence that has the nosy old woman that writes down everyone's license plates.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna knock on doors, basically. You're gonna canvas. All right.
Yeah.
We're canvassing.
So the appropriate skill for that sort of thing would be gossip. That would be you knocking on doors and talking to people and asking what they saw.
Awesome.
Okay.
You know, or it could role play out 15 different people, and it would suck because I'm bad at it.
Well, we're looking for Skippy's dad. Has anybody seen Skippy's dad?
I'm Eugene, sir. He's following you around.
He follows around.
So one lady's convinced that you dismiss it, but she's convinced that, you know, cultists of corn are, you know, flying out at night and swooping down and picking people up and flying them off. But only on a full moon.
Was 2 nights ago full moon?
It was not, no. You do a few of them do mention that they're not separate. Like other people have been going missing now and then in the docks area. In fact, she's like, you know what? I think a couple guardsmen went missing a few months ago. But and then they'll name off a few. Yeah, old John down by the. You know, that drunk who's down by the river. He just disappeared one day. Then there was Antoine, but I think he got strung up on the wall. You know, thought he was a young Freud supporter, so they strung him up. But so I guess that one's not unexplained. But they go on to name probably just 5 or 6 people who've just like disappeared without anyone really knowing why. Or how, all in this area.
That's not that good.
Does his dad work with anybody else, or is he a lone fisherman? Must at least be friends with neighboring fishermen.
Yeah.
Or enemies. Either way is fine.
The common theme you're getting is and this fits with the guy, like where you were on this patrol. A lot of them, all the people they're mentioning as missing, other than the guy who was hung, have been either lived or worked in the area of the bridge that spans the river, the big bridge, like pretty close to it. So it's and on this side of it, the northern side. So it definitely seems like it's like a small locale where this is happening.
Is any of his dad's stuff missing?
And they've all gone missing at night. Is any of his dad's stuff missing?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I'll go check.
Okay.
Runs
Come
back
along,
to his house.
Skippy.
Eugene, sir.
What a good lad.
You're trying to break him of the habit of disagreeing with you? Eventually he's just going to call himself Skippy?
I don't know if he'll be alive that long, but it's good optimism.
All right. We should probably check out the bridge.
Yeah.
You guys
like
can
a hot spot
give
of wall.
me. Let me look at something. I'm really kind of curious. Like if the party needs to make a check for something.
I guess my biggest question is that 2 nights ago, was Adam with us or was he not with us?
I don't know. He was sick that night, but he'd been sick all day before that too. So
Yeah.
Did he have
Probably
a new
not.
like fishing rod or anything?
I know they had rules for if someone's helping you.
yeah, because it's hard. Like if you have 6 people roll, it gets weird. Let's just take the best out of you guys again, and
Which one? Perception again?
and then I'll throw a little modifier on it. But yeah,
What do you want?
just perception. Sorry, you're kind of checking around the bridge area, looking to see, I don't know, whatever catches your eye. Let's see. There's 4 of you.
Is the bridge on fire? We don't do fires.
We don't do fires.
Sorry, am I still needed to Someone
Oh,
else
sorry.
roll well enough.
Dave rolled. I don't know if he had the highest. He said 32. Is anyone higher than 32?
Oh,
Perception?
sorry.
I thought we said again was Dirk at 39.
Oh, yeah. All right, Dirk,
But
roll it.
we're
I'm
all-
ignoring
we're all
Dave's
30.
roll.
We're all 30s. So
That's way
I mean-
worse.
Ugh.
Dirk is just Bernard's almost onto something, and Dirk distracts him to let him know the bridge is not on fire.
You can spend a fortune point to reroll if you want. You don't have to.
Yeah, why don't I?
I gotta think of a way to.
Oh my god.
Wow. So right as you're looking around, stop distracting him. He's looking right in your ear. I don't know.
awesome.
Yeah, you guys are poking around under the bridge. You do see like a boat that looks like it was ripped apart, like under there, tied to like a rickety pier. You doubt someone tied the pieces to the pier, so that's kind of weird. It's not like fully two pieces, but it seems like something big, like just shredded the thing. Yeah, it could be the shoot. What was the name of the beast of the Orchland? I mean, something big like that.
Right. We got to go find her and ask her again.
But otherwise, with a roll like that, you don't see much. And in general, so like you're kind of checking around the area, you're talking to people. Is there any other like general stuff you're gonna be doing?
You said it happened only at night.
Seems to be the common theme with the people who went missing is they all went missing at night. Yeah.
Do
In fact, give me
Our
another
patrol-
gossip roll. Or
our
whoever has the best
patrol's gonna
gossip.
be over before then, right?
Yeah. You're about to have a day off tomorrow, and then you'll be on the day after.
Hmm.
If someone wants to give me, anyone who's actually going to talk to people wants to give me a gossip roll, I'll see if you can
I don't have
narrow
gossip.
down a little more. Everybody has gossip. It's
Is that a full?
should be a basic
it is.
skill.
It's a basic.
Okay, sure. I'll talk. Nope.
Griff,
No, I won't.
Griff beat you to it.
Griff
Oh,
is a
okay.
people person.
Yes. They like your straightforward manner, apparently. One other theme seems to be there was no moon out. This kind of comes up because the crazy lady who talked about things flying away in the full moon. Clues you away. There was no moon at all that night. In fact, like no moon. And
How many moons are there in this world? Just one?
just the one, yeah. But asking around, people have always been gone missing when there was no moon.
When's the next new moon? Or sorry, no moon.
That's a good question. It'd probably be about a month, right?
Well, I mean,
How long does no moon last in the real world?
28 days.
No.
Every 28 days you get another one. It's
Not
the
have
cycle.
moon faces on it.
Aren't moon phases like, a week or so or less? Am I
Yeah,
crazy?
there's 4 phases: waxing,
Yeah.
waning, full,
Yeah.
and new.
Yeah.
You better buy a Warhammer calendar mod.
You know what?
because the moon thing's on there.
It might last a day or two, but if it happened like 2 days ago, we're probably have to wait another 28 days for another new moon.
The days between phases about 7 days, 9 hours. Is that true? Is it just...
Yeah.
You know what? We'll just say, tonight's going to be probably going to be the last night of no moon until, a few weeks from now, 3 or 4 weeks, whatever it would be, phase of the moon.
Okay.
It's probably like mid-afternoon right now. You're a little over halfway through your shift, and you talk to the kid. You did some poking around. You've been knocking on doors. and you're kind of getting the sense of, oh, okay, maybe something will happen tonight. I don't know if you have a plan for that. If you're just like, well, not our shift, or like,
I think we need to go back and report this. And if it's not our shift and they don't want us to take it, somebody probably should.
okay. So otherwise, you finish out kind of your day before you go back and do the reporting.
Yeah.
All right. I had a reason I was asking, and I completely forgot.
I'm sure our supervisor will be sympathetic to our concerns.
Of course.
So, yeah, you get back and you report to Rudy.
Don't tell me. He doesn't care.
No, he actually looks at you and gets a big smile and says, I think you guys should definitely do a night shift tonight. Check that out. Sounds like you're really onto something. You should put in that extra time.
Is there somewhere we can log this extra time that's not just have him report it?
You know,
Man, just when I was worried about you, you go and completely redeem yourself.
you know, you just gotta go above and beyond for Ubersreik sometimes. Maybe you'll get a medal like I did. It would be downright irresponsible of you. I'd say it'd almost be like a dereliction of duty if you weren't out there tonight. It's a big old smile on his face.
I bet.
Have fun.
Man, I was just going to go with Harold, but this is even better.
All right. Do we need to do anything? Gear up, maybe? Do we even have that option?
You have been provided armor, hand weapons if you need them. If you are capable of using a crossbow, they'd probably give you one for the duration of your watch.
Okay.
Not something you can take home with you. Well, your home is essentially the barracks right now, but you know what I mean.
All right.
What about a normal bow?
They got armbands that you can wear. You actually have a uniform you can wear under your armor, which honestly, like, you don't have to, but if you want people to know you're the watch, that's the best way to do it.
Okay. The armband isn't enough sometimes?
I mean, what's easier to see, right? It's up to you.
Okay.
The armband is technically enough.
Sure.
Then I'll wear one on both arms.
I'll slap on some armor then, or a tabard or whatever
It does look very fancy.
Well, cool. I got fancy tabard then.
Boom! I just added one to your sheet. Enjoy.
Awesome.
Anyone else want a uniform? It's very fashionable. Blue and gold.
Yeah.
Those are my colors.
Oh,
There we go.
I just put 2 on you. They don't give you 2. Al, you want a uniform?
I'm thinking if everyone else is going to take one, yeah, I better.
It's a transmog, Al. You have to take it.
How about it? Eric, you want one? Or are you going with your Sigmar?
I'm staying in my normal stuff, though. I'll have the armband.
Yeah.
This is a punishment, not my calling.
Yep. So yeah, I guess you guys might have a little downtime before it gets dark, but any prep you want to do? I don't know what you were looking for in the armory specifically.
Well,
if anything.
yeah. I can't use a ranged weapon, so
I'm looking for a bow and some arrows because crossbows are for rich people.
Can you actually use a bow and arrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, during your shift, you can have that.
Okay.
They look at you a little weird because it's not normal.
Like a short bow. It's probably fine.
I don't even know if there's a difference in this one.
Okay. Bow, weapons. Got a gun icon. I like that.
Why is it not showing up under ranged? I dropped you a bow. Oh, maybe it's got to be.
I'll equip it.
You gotta unequip your other stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And then under combat, yeah, it's there now.
Does it need arrows assigned to
Yeah,
it?
I set it up.
Oh.
If you go to the combat tab, there's a drop down for ammunition with ubiquitous too. Oh, you got a bow,
Nice.
which you apparently sort of know how to use.
I have a 43 in bow. I'm pretty good at
It's actually, yeah, it's not bad.
bow.
All right.
Character gen guy.
Hold on a second. Alex. Alex. Sorry, I'm back. All right. Anyone else get anything? Sorry.
No.
You know what? I sure could use a map of the docks. Let me see if I have anything. Sort of. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh, I do have maps of the docks. All right. That one. That one. Well, I don't have one specifically of a bridge, but you know. So, what is your plan as night comes? The common theme you've kind of gotten is they've been, other than the guard, who that seems weird, and you didn't get good details about what happened to the guard or when. You just know, you know, this lady knew a couple of guards guys had gone missing at one point.
Is this someone we knew? Is this guard someone we knew?
This happened before you were guardsman, so no.
Okay.
But everyone else, all the people who like specifically you've connected to disappearing at night, you know, either during probably in the last few months when there's been no moon, they've all just been kind of average schlubs that weren't out doing really anything. Like, you know, one guy liked to drink on the edge of the river, under the bridge. Or
oh, I'll do that then.
I guess not
Perfect.
under the river though, because that'd be. Are you wearing your uniform and your armor and all that, or are you?
Well, yeah.
I guess are you disguising yourself, or are you just going to stand around as the guard? Like I'm not
Maybe
sure
Harold would like to come hang out here for free drinks.
You want to go find him? You can go find him. You know he's at the Spotted Pig a lot.
I guess we'll start without him. Yeah, I'll have my uniform on, but maybe throw a cloak on or something over it, just to kind of. How's the weather like anyway? What is this? Midsummer?
Well, I think it's spring.
When did we
It's-
get thrown in the clink?
It's probably a little cool at night, but not like cold. A cloak would be fine. It
Okay.
wouldn't be out of place.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good.
My son is
No,
very upset.
Harold's my ace in the hole. I'm going to save him for later.
1 sec. Son is very upset because in Roblox, some game he plays, you need 2 million coins to buy something from a shop, and he's got 300,000. But the shop's inventory cycles, and he's like basically throwing a tantrum that he won't have enough money in time. It's weird. He doesn't normally act like that.
You
Not
know,
good.
sometimes you just need to buy stuff.
Yeah.
But you can just buy Roblox money with actual money.
Probably the amount of money it would cost would be insane.
I see here that you can get 800 Robux for only $10.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Anyway.
where Derek's not talking about Roblox.
Hashtag ad. All right.
So I want to hide in the shadows so that it looks like there's less people.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a secret stealth roll for you. Maybe.
I guess that's better than a public stealth roll.
Is it though?
Maybe.
So you're putting a cloak on, so it's kind of over your armor, but you definitely look like a big bulky dude. Did you actually get Harold? And if so, what
No,
do you tell him?
Harold's my ace in the hole. I'm going to save him for when we
okay.
really need him.
Well, I'll just get rid of him. You should throw Rocco out there. So where are you hanging out? So, Al, where were you creeping around?
So, I mean, obviously, my hope would be there's some place which, like, if the idea is one of us is going to hang out by the river to try and, entice an encounter, I don't
think we have to worry about that. Our supervisor is going to come to kill us. Or send people to kill us. That's going to happen automatically. Whether there's a monster or not is a separate issue.
I mean, I think there could be both, but I would want to be hopefully, like, I guess I'm having trouble picturing what it's like. Like, I would want to be probably in the buildings, in the shadows cast by the buildings, to try and make it look like I'm not there. There's one less person. But if it's too far of a distance, then maybe I'm trying to be, under the docks, if that's possible. Like,
So-
I don't know what's possible.
The bridge spans like away kind of over the shore, I guess, on both sides. So there's actually like piers and buildings and stuff under the bridge even. It's a really big bridge. So that's probably the area, like that seems to be the area where people went missing. And that could be where you are focused. There's plenty of room to hide in there. Just in the shadows in between buildings or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, in the shadows.
And you're just trying to keep an eye on Dave, who's bait? I don't understand.
Yeah,
Okay,
I guess
hold on.
I'm pretty much bait.
Al's in the
I
shadows. I'm putting him
thought it
over
was
here.
Andrew who was drinking, who wanted to drink by the river.
There
Are you
can be
drinking,
two
Andrew?
dates. Yeah.
Cool. Give me a consume alcohol roll. How about
anytime.
Eric and Dave? Where are you guys going?
I was going to be out on the dock, but is that are we changing that?
Well, there's kind of, it's like a lot of docks, right?
Sure. All right. Well, we can hopefully keep within.
Or are you kind of like patrolling around a little bit? I'm not clear if you're bait or you're.
I thought I was going to be bait, but I don't know. We want to try something else.
I don't know that I have any way of being bait other than just being out in the open. So I think I'm acting like a normal patrol.
Okay.
You do notice the watch who's actually on duty tonight. And granted, there's usually more than just one team at a time anyway, but nobody really seems to come around here. This is kind of the slum of the slums.
Yeah.
Let me find a map and just we'll pick one and we'll work with it. It's very small. That one's better. Yeah, that one feels the best. Let's do that one. Probably pitch black. You guys see a map?
Yes.
Ignore that big looking ship there. That's way too fancy for these docks. All right. Place your. I don't know. This is kind of representative, but like Dirk, I assume's like hanging out back here or something, or maybe more towards the alley.
Yeah.
Griff, I don't know. You're just sitting on the dock drinking.
Yeah.
All right. Eric's kind of doing a. He's not hiding that he's there. And what's Bernard doing?
Just back and forth.
I'll try to be a little less conspicuous. I don't want to, I don't want to cause anybody to not make a move. So yeah, I'm being a little more hiding to the shadows. So maybe off, in the shadowed building.
The overall area you're probably walking to is probably, I don't know, 3 times the size of this map, maybe, under the bridge. But, this is the map I have to work with, so just assume sometimes you're strolling off the map if you're patrolling. Allergies are kicking in.
Understood.
So, just a moment. Eventually, a couple unsavory sorts come walking up, particularly to Eric, since he's the one who looks like he's obviously on watch. Second, trying to find where they are. Bad at navigating Foundry sometimes. There we go. That dude's ugly. All right. There is a group who, Dave, are you trying to stay hidden?
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
Give me a stealth roll.
All right. Stealth. Oh, that's not so bad. That's bad.
I guess
I'm
you forgot
completely
to,
obvious.
maybe you forgot to turn the lantern off, or you're standing right under one, or I don't know. You described to me that your astounding failure there.
I don't
Uh,
know. I'm probably
the cir-
at this point just kind of staring over at the water because
the,
yeah.
the circumstances, these guys are walking in, and they were kind of focused on. I've forgotten your name already, Trent, whose name doesn't show up over his toe. Why? Oh, I just have to zoom in. Wow, this map's bigger than I thought. Anyway. They're kind of hyper focused on Trent, but as they're walking by, they definitely notice Dave. Who I don't know, maybe you're skipping rocks in the water or something with that failure, dude. Just got bored. Like, look, there's one. Two of them kind of stop and they watch you, and the other ones walk up to Eric. Trent, sorry. Like, hey, you're not supposed to be patrolling out here. You should get gone.
I'm specifically patrolling out here because people have gone missing. Know anything about that?
Don't know what you're talking about. People go missing sometimes, sure. Don't know who you're referring to. Might be you go missing, you don't get out of here.
Are you actually threatening a member of the watch? As I start pulling out the Warhammer, like, come on, try me.
Give me like an intimidate.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Oh yeah, that's a great skill to work off of.
Well,
Oh, okay, that worked actually.
Sometimes you get a good roll. I find it's cool. The guy you're looking like right at as you say it kind of backs up a step. But then he looks at his friend and he's like, there's three of us and one of you. What are you going to do?
Heretic!
If I'm aware of this, I will start getting my bow ready.
Yeah, they seem unaware of you. You looked like a drunk down by the. I mean, you were acting like one, right?
I'm a drunk.
They definitely don't see Dirk. These two
I
do
start heading that way. Can I sneakily do that?
Yeah, do another stealth roll. Well, I did your other stealth roll, but you can do this one. And Bernard, these two are kind of looking at you, and then looking, over their shoulders at what's going on with Trent.
Right.
You can tell just kind of their body language as they're just trying to keep you from being together. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's not necessarily a failure, just so you know. Yeah, you're making your way, and no one seems to be looking at you. You move to where you want to be, I guess, in the meantime.
I think I'll get to about here. Hopefully that's still in the shadows a bit. Kind of peering around the corner at what's happening.
I see three lowlifes who are actually thinking that they're willing to attack a priest of Sigmar in the open.
Wouldn't be the first.
Would be your last.
Give me one more intimidate check. He seems they don't really look like they want to tangle with your Warhammer, but they are kind of spreading out a little bit. Like, if it goes down, you can't get us all in one swing. He's like, warning you one more time that the Baron wants you out of here. You have heard the name the Baron. Nobody knows who it is, but it's some sort of like crime boss essentially in this area. You've heard the name, now that you've been working in the docks, but you really don't know too much about it other than it's kind of like they have, whoever that person is has some sort of sway over criminals in this area.
Yeah, I don't report to a baron. I report to a captain. I am down here on orders. Piss off.
I want to be climbing up on this box so that I have, because the docks are down a bit because they're stairs.
Yeah.
So I can get a clean shot when it's time to shoot. But I always think it's time to shoot before Trent thinks it's time to shoot. So I gotta wait.
Griff, give me a stealth roll. And Bernard, what are you doing?
I'm not moving to move past these guys, but I am obviously making it known that I'm paying attention to that conversation over there, and if anything starts, I'm joining in.
Okay. These people spread out just a little bit to kind of make it harder for you to get past them. They're like, whoa, why don't you just stay right there? Or, you can take yourself across the bridge there and get on out of here. We're talking about this here.
Yeah.
They seem completely unaware of Al and completely unaware of Griff at the moment.
Do any of them look like Skippy but taller?
Eugene, no.
Okay.
They seem at the moment, Trent, like they're trying to psych themselves up into attacking you. Like, oh, yeah, all right, Roman, you get him. Yeah, you get in there. We'll follow you up.
Yeah, I start doing a blessing on myself.
And Roman's
that means I can shoot. I'm pretty sure.
Roman's like, you might get one of us, but you're not getting all of us.
I'm ready to shoot now.
Give me an intuition roll too, Eric. And then you can also do your blessing. Your let me see. Actually, it's a pretty easy check, so that'll be fine. Your guess is they are scared of you and your Warhammer. You didn't have a great intimidation roll. They're still scared of you, though. It's just they seem more scared of the Baron, is your guess, from the way they're behaving. Like, they really don't overall seem like they want this fight. They just seem like they feel like they have to do it. It's a pretty bad roll.
I'm going to fortune to reroll.
It never gets better.
It got a little bit better, but not enough. Okay.
Nice.
Damn it, that was the one that would really have thrown things for them just because hilariousness.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right, so Griff, let me know if you're taking a shot, but otherwise they seem to be
once he starts chanting, that's good enough for me. I will shoot again.
So you do know, like, downside-wise, should they attack you, 3-on-1 is bad. Granted, it's not going to be 3-on-1 long, but that is worrisome in a way. That said,
I know, which is why I really needed that blessing to work, which would require them to make a willpower save to attack me.
None of them have actually come in yet. When all of a sudden one gets an arrow in the back? Question mark.
Perhaps.
Let me put people in combat. Hold on. That'll work too. Thug. There is no dodge. I think you just hit. Pretty sure that's how it rolls for... It seems to want me to roll something, though. So I'm a little confused about that. Let's figure it out. We haven't really done much ranged, have we?
No.
I thought, unless it was some rare circumstances, like you just roll a hit and that's it.
That's how it reads.
Well, then
Maybe
how?
the ranged combat part. Ranged attacks cannot be opposed with melee skills unless you have a large enough shield, or if they are at point blank range, where it is also allowable to dodge.
Did you roll ranged bow, or did you use your bow weapon?
Oh, I didn't. I did it from...
Okay, do your bow weapon, and I'll just change the roll to 18.
I'll do it.
And make sure you target the guy.
Combat bow.
I don't know if you're using your character sheet or the HUD, but
That was the HUD that time. The first time was.
well, that looks this. Oh, now it's a weapon test at least. Wait, versus 63. Why? Getting a plus 20 short range.
Something, I guess.
Short range. All right. Nice.
Oh, range gives a bonus on shooting.
I guess so. I didn't know that. Once melee starts though, then you can get penalties because firing in melee is bad. I don't want to make a roll. Maybe I just. I'm gonna make a dodge, and I'm gonna see what it does.
We can't be in point blank range.
Well, I rolled exactly on the button, so. No, it gave him plus 20 at such short range.
Okay, that seems more likely.
Yeah. No, he should not be able to dodge. It's just. So when he does the attack on this guy, targeting him, then it tells me Griff is targeting. It's waiting for me to do a result before it does the damage. Which I don't know how to otherwise get the damage to.
Well, he could have a shield or know about it and try to.
Yeah, but like I need a way to just be like, no, just hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. So Eric, you're standing there. You probably didn't really notice Griff going on. You were busy looking at these guys and praying. But yeah, an arrow erupts. Well, no, it's not a crit, so I guess it's not really. Whatever. This guy does get shot with an arrow, though. Screams as it goes through his leg. And that'll be surprise, essentially. So let's go to the top. The guy basically yells in pain. So the two guys over by you, Bernard, kind of turn and look that way.
All right.
Dirk, nobody knows you're there. What are you doing?
Sorry, which guy got hit? Which of the three?
The one with the blood
One
splatters.
closest to me.
Is there blood splatters there? Why don't I see? Oh, I guess.
Oh, do you not see it? I see it.
All right, I'm going to.
Barely. Just a little bit right there.
Oh, really? I see a
I'm gonna-
lot. I wonder if it's different for everyone.
Mine is below him, right here.
Yeah, mine is up on his backside.
It must be variable because I get a good amount.
I mean, usually when you've used it, I get a good amount, but this to me looks like it's under his chit. But I'm going to try and sneak up. And
Well, yeah, there is a good amount under him. Yeah.
I'm going to try and sneak up.
You do
on,
not need another sneak roll. You're.
an
What are you?
attack.
Okay. Who? This guy?
Yeah, closest guy. Yeah.
Clearly, their attention is going to be towards the guy that just got
Yeah.
shot. with an
No,
arrow.
you don't need
can
another.
just run up and stab.
I already had you roll a stealth roll. They're surprised relative to you. That means you rolled a hit. I believe you get a plus 20, and they don't even try to dodge it. I think. Not remembering.
I'll double check some of that. But fun fact, Griff, your bow has impale, which lets it crit on 10s as well as doubles.
Oh, I'll roll differently next.
I think
It probably takes care of it for you, but
it should. I hope. Yeah. Shooting into a crowd does become hard, unless you don't care who you hit, and then it becomes way easier.
Yeah.
Actually,
Odds are on my team at the moment. We'll see what happens.
attacking an engaged opponent in the sides or rear, which is what he effectively just did, plus 20.
I'm treating it as surprise, which I think is the same.
Let me roll back up to wherever surprise stuff was about.
And I think you get one advantage automatically just for attacking someone surprised.
Oh, they normally just have the surprised condition.
Oh, well, let me just do that. Well, it's weird because he's only surprised relative. Yeah, whatever. I'll
Yeah.
give you the plus. The back thing makes more sense, I guess, in this case. So we'll just do that. So you're up there. Go ahead and target him and roll. Oh, you already did.
I already did, and I'm keeping it.
All right. So I guess I'll give him a dodge, but he's not going to dodge. Short of a 0-1, and even then. All right, you got him. Apply the damage. Boom. It's a short sword you use, right?
I think technically, yeah, it was a short sword.
All right, give me some flavor. Tell me what happens here. Don't make it too, debilitating. It wasn't a crit or anything, but
Well, so I've been biding my time and waiting for my moment, and he turns to look for where the source of the arrow was, and I use that opportunity to just sort of come out and does it say where I hit him? Body. I stab him in the body.
Up and
And
in him.
just yes, and it's a good, nice, strong stab, kind of maybe in the kidney area.
Tina would have loved it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
So she probably would have broken my my stealth and been like, why aren't you attacking yet?
Yeah, for sure. True. Bernard, what you doing?
You said those guys turned to see what the
I would
was?
effectively give you a +10 if you're stepping up to hit one, because you're not like full on surprise or a full on rear, but like they
Sure.
turn their attention away. So if you're seizing on that, you can have a
Would
+10.
would that allow me to get past them without?
Yeah, actually,
too much
that seems fine.
I would
If you're
kinda wanna
taking the
get-
moment to like run real quick when they're distracted, that
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. How far can I get? Oh my gosh, I cannot see those numbers. I am too far out.
Yeah, it really is weird
How-
scale on this.
How far
14.
is
14's
how
your
far can
run.
you go?
16's your
14
run.
is
Sorry,
my run. I can get to there in 14.
I forgot
Yeah.
how far you can move an attack. Like which speed?
Do a flip.
I'll probably
I
have
think the walk, maybe the run. Hold on, let me look.
No, it's 4, 8, 12.
I know. I don't know which one you can still attack on. I think it's more than the 4, but I don't know if it's the. Wait, 12.
No,
That
it's
was
4,
16.
8, 16.
It's
Yeah,
16.
it's 4, 8, 16. I can go without attacking this round. I just want to position myself to where it's obvious we're going to be causing a problem for these guys.
That's fine, but I still want to know.
Okay.
Movie page 164.
Yeah, it's just if you're walking or running, you get that distance without having to make an athletics test to sprint.
Right. He's saying, can you still attack at those speeds?
If you run, yes, you can run 16 yards and attack.
Yeah. Sounds
You
like
can move further
Difference between a run
without
and a sprint.
attacking, but with an athletics test to go further.
No.
So it sounds like if you want, you could still attack.
Okay. I'll attack the guy when I get up here. This guy.
Go ahead.
All right. Combat. Unarmed, dodge, improvise. There we go. Club him. Clubbing. Ooh, and a miss bad.
Well, maybe. I'm going to edit that because you should have had a +20, I think was what
Oh.
we were saying.
Okay.
And which guy was it? The one Al hit?
Yeah. Okay.
See if he dodges. Really, I should have meleeed back. He dodges out of the way, though.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm doing dodges instead of... I guess it made more sense when they were unaware. Mostly unaware. It wasn't like full-on surprise. The guy would have heard you barreling towards him at some point there.
Right.
But all right. Trent, you are up. There's a guy to your left all messed up. There's a guy to your right all messed up. And then there's the guy who they were telling should attack you, who's standing there.
Yep. I'll be attacking last.
Oh, that's right. Is there a way to actually move you to just change your initiative, right? I'll just leave it. Hopefully we remember. You remember. You have to remind me.
Okay.
Griff, I don't know how reloading works. Let's figure that out. If you're doing that, maybe you're just dropping the boat.
I'm gonna shoot 3 arrows at once and hit them all.
That sounds really cool.
Thanks, Legolas.
For a bow, it might literally just be a shot around.
And then I'm gonna sail my shield up those stairs.
Although shooting into melee does become a problem now.
I am reading about that now.
You get a -20 to hit the specified target. If you fail
That's
by
okay, I got
exactly that
+20
20,
for
then you hit someone random. You can also just shoot into the group and hope you hit someone, but then it's full-on random. But you have a better chance of hitting someone.
Yeah, you got a 50% chance of hitting a friendly.
Yeah, pretty sure it's just you get one shot around.
Yeah, I think it's the crossbow where you have to fuck around with rolls.
Well,
Reload.
anything that has the word reloading as a flaw takes
Okay.
longer.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Yeah. So if you want to take another shot, go ahead. It's up to you.
We'll try it just one time and see how.
Same guy, or
Yeah, same guy.
all right.
So my assumption would be I get a +20 and then a -20, right?
That sounds correct.
Although I don't
You're,
know how
the +20 is automatic, so you might have to put in the -20. And I don't know if when the box comes up, there's like a firing into melee button or anything, but that's real bad.
This is everybody. So
on the
that's
plus side, that was not a miss by
right.
the 20. I'm curious if that's before or after they roll. Oh, they don't even roll, so never mind. Okay. I need to figure out in Foundry how people who can't dodge, how you resolve that. I gotta look that up after session. Post on Discord or something. All right. Yeah, your arrow goes whizzing by. Let's see. This thug who took an arrow in the back is going to make a test because he didn't really know where that came from, and that's probably pretty freaky, man. He ends up not attacking this round as he, in panic, looks all around, trying to figure out where he was shot from, and then the other arrow whizzes by, and he spots that it's Griff. And he's like, son of a bitch! And he starts charging towards you, but does not actually attack this round.
You can use crossbows or throwing, just using your base ballistic skills, but the weapons lose all qualities.
Awesome! That fixes the problem.
That makes a lot. Yeah.
Yep. That fixes the problem I had. Can you link me the page where you found that so I can read that later?
I'm using popped out from Foundry, so no.
Ah, okay. All right.
But in the middle, consumer guide around ranged weapon groups.
Okay, so it's like in the weapon section. Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I
Let's
gotta
see
actually
who else
look at
we
a
got.
weapon I want.
Yeah, hell yeah. This thug who had been psyching himself up to attack Trent does finally try it.
Yep.
Swinging at you with like a club. He's gonna connect unless you have a good parry. Well, good, opposed roll.
It hasn't prompted me for anything.
I don't know if it does. You might just have to do a melee roll, and it'll. Does it normally prompt you guys?
I don't know. I don't know that I've ever been attacked to where I could do something.
Reveal that. I don't.
There
think
it went. No,
Does
okay,
it?
that you were just revealing that. No, that didn't do
okay.
anything.
No, okay. Oh, there's a down arrow that says unopposed on that card. That's what I need to hit for ranged.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he did. Well, unless you want to reroll
Yep.
or anything, he did hit you.
No, I'll take that.
All right. Connects for 7 to the body after you soaked 4 + 1 for the armor. It looks like. It was a pretty good hit, but again, not a crit. That'll heal overnight, probably. These guys who watched Bernard run by are like, oh shit. Get him. And end up running up to you and trying to get you, Bernard. Well, he rolled a 99, even though he only needed a 70, apparently, with his +20. So that's probably a failure, but Dave, you got to roll. He does fumble, I think, no matter what.
Yeah.
But it could still be a hit. It could be a fumble and a hit.
Yes.
Let me resolve the fumble before you do your thing. His weapon suffers 1 damage. Next round, you will act last regardless. All right, I will try to remember that. And I
Which
don't
one was that?
remember.
The north
the,
or the south of them?
The one that looks like a lady, but probably isn't.
Okay.
And if anyone has time, if you can look in the weapon section, what 1 damage does. I don't really know. Dave, did you dodge? Or parry, whatever you want to do? You probably want to melee back, I'm assuming.
Sorry, I was muted. This is the regular old challenging roll.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a combat whatever roll for you.
All right. Well,
They won. So they fumbled, but they still hit you. Unless you... Well, they missed
They failed by 2, but you missed by 2 as well. So put it back to they hit.
okay.
Unless you want to spend a fortune for 1 more success, then I guess you're okay. It's not a good hit. It was just barely a hit, so...
Yeah, I'll take it.
You fool.
You took 1 point of damage.
Okay.
After soak. So, yeah.
For each...
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
They go charging at you, and they just kind of, manage to scrape along your armor. Don't really do much to you there. The other one also will go, and then I got to remember to go to Eric right after this.
Yep.
You have your back to this guy, which is not great. I'm not giving the 2-on-1 until next round, though. That was a real good hit.
Okay.
You need a real good defense.
Well.
Although it wasn't a crit, so there's that. He's getting you in the left arm. That lowered it.
I don't know that I can do much better.
Distracted from the first shot, this guy comes in and gets a good gash on your arm. You're dripping blood all over. Eric, you're up. Wait, hold on.
Quick note.
I missed a guy.
Who?
This one right here.
Oh.
Dirk or Bernard? I think Dirk hit him first, so we probably turned to Dirk first and would be focused on him. So, Al, he's got a real bad attack coming at you. You can try to parry that, or, counter melee. I should stop saying the word parry. I think that has an actual meaning.
Yeah, like counter melee, yeah.
Yeah, counter melee. Counter attack.
Which one is that one? Is that a normal? Wait,
Yeah, just
Roll
do
a
a
normal weapon attack.
Normal weapon attack, yep.
Gotcha.
These guys actually seem pretty skilled with their weapons, but you guys do have advantage on... Well, not anymore, you don't. You successfully defended against his clumsy attack as he feels kind of pinned in by everybody here and gets freaked out.
Quick note, the weapon damage
Yep.
reduces the weapon's damage by 1 if the damage is reduced to +0 or strength bonus +0. The weapon is mangled beyond recognition and now counts as an improvised.
I think I can fix that. Okay. This trait to be weapon 5 instead of weapon 6. Cannot.
Wow.
Edit that?
Right click on the damage in the thing. Sorry. I'm on my character sheet on the combat tab.
Oh, they don't have weapons. They have like a weapon trait. It's like different for NPCs. I tried dropping a new one on there. Now I've got one that's 7 instead of 6. So that was not improved. But I can't edit the one that's on. Whatever. I'll work with it. It's fine. I'll put some points. It'll work out. All right, Eric's up. Yep.
Yep.
Trent of the Warhammer. You're hitting the undamaged guy or the one who has his back to you now?
Yeah, I mean, now that he has his back to me, yeah, I'll just drop him.
Okay. That would be that guy right there. And it's 2-on-1.
Like 3-on-1?
Yeah, I guess it is. Actually, Though I was going to not do that till next round, because that was what I did for them against you, too.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to start stacking it till the following round.
But do I have a plus 20 because he's got his back to me?
Yes, he does have his back to you. You're on his flank, or whatever it was. If it was 20, then yeah. 20.
So make that average. Oh, I have to actually target him.
That Warhammer does some serious damage. Oh, that's going to be pretty good. That's going to be pretty good. He turns and tries to parry it, but you can't parry a big Warhammer coming at the back of your
That's
arm.
a lot of
apparently.
damage.
His weapon has properties on it that make it real good.
I get to use the ones number instead of the bonus or the SL if I wish.
Yeah. And does damaging also have impale? What's the one that's damaging and impale? Those are the worst ones.
Damaging is the one that lets me use the.
Yeah, you rolled a 9. You rolled a 9, so that is the best it can be for you.
There's a better one. Impact, I think, is the one that does both. You add the unit die and the SL.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, yeah, good hit. Let me apply that. And do you see that?
I see a critical plus 70 button.
You get to hit that button. You bring your Warhammer, smash it into his side, breaking his ribs. He screams in pain, collapses to the ground, and is effectively out of the fight. He's stunned. He's... Oh, didn't check something. Check conditions. Let me try that. I thought it was going to make him prone automatically when he went down, but I guess not.
Did he go? Well, go down how?
He dropped to 0 health. That's why it ended up being a crit. Pretty sure if you go to 0 health, you go prone. And then I think there's even a chance you just go unconscious.
If you lose all your wounds or collect injuries on Warman, you gain the prone condition. Correct.
If you're not healed within a number of rounds equal to toughness, you'll pass out. So you get to keep fighting for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think you're allowed to get up without wounds, though. Like, you're stuck prone. All right. Just to remind everybody, you do have advantage. Each side has 3 right now. And we are into the next round. Dirk is at the top. And Andrew... I think you can still fire at point blank, but he at that close of a range, he actually has a chance to like parry with his weapon or dodge.
Well, I can't fire once we're engaged in melee, unless I have a pistol quality weapon.
Okay, so he's too close.
So my question is, do I Well, I don't know that he's too close until he's made his attack. I'm not sure how.
I'd say he's close enough. I just didn't give him the attack.
I feel like if I'm not going to have that time, then I'd be switching to my hatchet and.
You can switch, and it's effectively free in this game to switch weapons unless they're in a weird spot.
Plus, I have the higher ground because I'm on a box.
That's true. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, Dirk's up first. Dirk, the guy you had stabbed in the back, just got crushed into the side and collapsed, and he's screaming and rolling around on the ground and clearly not in the fight at the moment. What do you want to do? If anything.
I think I want to try and move over and attack this guy.
Okay, go for it. That person will turn their... They'd been attacking Bernard from behind, and as you move up, they'll turn their attention to you.
Yeah, I just don't want 2-on-1, so I'm gonna try and avoid that.
No. You've done that successfully. Hold a hit, or what be? Well, let's see. This is the person who, if somehow they do damage, gets a -1 to the damage. They parry your blow. All these guys have clubs, by the way, but they This big guy gets it up and just smashes your short sword out of the way. Bernard.
All right. I turn to
Mhm.
face these two guys behind me.
Yep.
And I will also go after the guy that kind of looks like a lady.
You're 2-on-1.
Yeah.
All right.
So that means what?
Yeah, at this point, we'll just do it. You get a shoot. What is it? Plus 10, plus 20. I don't know.
Average?
20. Average.
Plus 20.
Oh, God.
Well,
So much for rolling low.
you know, still hit.
Why'd you even make a guard, Dave?
Yeah. Why'd you even make a fighter guy? This person has just got their weapon up and they're. I don't know. They seem actually pretty skilled with it, and they're doing a good job fending you guys off.
All right.
Trent, I assume you're going to be last.
Yup.
Griff, you can do your melee or whatever it is. You might be. Maybe you're pile driving. I don't know.
Don't do it, Thug. I have the higher ground.
You shot me! He seems real offended. Who are you that shoots so good? Are you insane?
Oh no. I'm gonna waste one of my things, I guess.
Okay.
Oh no.
I wonder if you can actually wait until I roll.
I would think not.
They block your blow. And then try to hit you back.
I used my shield. Somehow, some way. The shield rolls.
You can try to parry that. What was it with shield? You get +1 success level when you're defending, I think. Is that
If
right?
you use this weapon to oppose an incoming attack, you count as having radiant armor points on all locations of your body.
But then that okay. But then that is what if you do get a crit, you're critting with a shield, not with your sword at that point, I think.
Right.
Like a defensive
Yes.
crit.
At that point, yeah, it's the. Where's the flaw? It is.
But otherwise, I assume it
flaw.
is it melee basic or is it melee parry at that point?
Yeah, am I doing combat and then use shield, or am I doing something else?
We're figuring it out. Or you're figuring it out. I don't know, man. This was the up and arms one, right?
Might be, yes.
Arms. Have better luck in the PDF, aren't I?
Probably.
A few combats later, we'll finally know how things work. Shield. 90, page 90 maybe? Anytime you oppose an attack, the weapon skill or melee skill, you benefit from additional AP equal to shield rating. If your weapon has a shield rating of 2 or higher, you can also use it to oppose incoming missiles. This means you may use a melee weapon in your primary hand to oppose an opponent's melee attack at no penalty and gain the AP benefit of the shield in your secondary hand, even though you did not specifically use the shield. So you are still using your sword to counter. You just get your shield as a bonus. So it's not like I said 2 minutes ago or whatever. So basically, just defend the same way you've always been defending. Your shield just adds armor.
I'm making
add
a
armor.
weapon attack.
Yeah, make a weapon attack. Whatever weapon you're using. That's pretty good.
Nice.
You definitely blocked that blow, which was good. They had +3 success, but you had +5. I don't know if you know this, but 5 is bigger than 3.
I
No.
think I read that
Actually, I
somewhere.
learned that from a Claritin commercial.
I'm not giving this guy rear attack on you because you can easily turn to face him.
Yep.
But he is moving so that he's not like pinned between you guys. And
That's
then
fair.
He attacks you. That's probably not going to hit, but he sure tries. Oh. This person actually goes last after Trent because of their fumble last round. This one on Dave is yelling, "Just fall down already." Oh God, that's real bad. They rolled a 97.
Yeah.
Do you get to see that roll?
Oh no.
Oh.
Did you? Okay.
I'll show it to you anyway for fun. Go ahead, Dave.
All right. My skill's not all that great, so you know.
I mean, if they were smart, they would have moved behind you, but they're not. Oh, that was a bad roll on your part.
Yeah.
You want to re-roll or no?
1 SL means he's probably gonna do what, 5 damage.
I think
I'll
you should
reroll.
change
No,
your dice
take it.
more.
You would so call that, Dave. What's your
Well,
toughness?
He's at 7 damage right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd probably take 2. You always take 1, unless it's a weird weapon.
My toughness is only 4
And 1 armor, right?
and 1 armor.
You have a shield or no?
No.
Okay. So yeah, you would take 2 points of damage.
You
I
took
don't
2
even know where to
damage.
get one of those.
You could probably get one from the watch. Actually, I don't know, man. That's probably more.
Better not be able to get one.
In certain
more.
circumstances, they'd probably give you a shield. But
Yeah.
finally, that guy rolls around and bleeds. All right, Trent, you are up.
Didn't. Wait, what?
Trent goes last because his Warhammer is very slow. Might still hit. Let's find
Then you
out.
were like, but this guy actually goes last. That's a
Well,
fumble.
there is another one who goes after Trent. But, okay, you
Yeah.
guys, you just swung at each other that round, but didn't hit. And then this one on Al tries to beat him with a club. Probably. Oh, well, let's resolve the fumble first. Your melee weapon chars badly, or ranged weapon malfunctions, or slightly breaks. Your weapon suffers 1 damage. Next round, you will act last. So first they swing at Bernard and, I don't know, chip their sword somehow, and then do the same thing again
on
with
the crate or whatever it is.
Yeah, the
part
wagon
numbers
there.
is-
Yep.
they can-
You do still need a defense roll because, like happened with Dave, they can fumble and still hit you.
And that's just a regular weapon attack.
Regular weapon.
Melee or dodge, up to you.
Oh, melee or dodge. Oh, let me look.
The upside to melee is if you roll doubles, you probably crit them in response. The upside to dodge is if your dodge skill is higher, it's better. Although most of you probably do not have a better dodge.
I do. Mine's 43 versus.
Well, you have that option.
36. I'm gonna go with the weapon.
Okay. We've got to get a defense crit eventually. We've only had that one way back when. There you go. Smack that crit button. So not only do you parry their fumbling blow, you cut them
Ah,
across the body,
Got you, man.
causing bleeding.
I
Well
like
done.
there's a special CFT Scream condition.
They made their endurance test for whatever that was for.
to not go unconscious from blacking out.
Oh, there you go.
But 2 bleeding and a stun.
But they are screaming in agony.
It looks like they didn't. Wait, what's the 4th sound?
Oh, they did. They missed by 3. I read that wrong.
Oh.
Yep, they missed by 3. Well, I guess they're not going to attack you after all.
Oh, unless you achieve 4+
No,
success levels.
You scream in pain. That's the screaming part. That definitely
Gotcha.
happened. But no, I rolled a 23 versus 20, which was SL0.
Gotcha,
I just didn't read it close enough. So yeah, they come in for a stab and really bad swing. Their club gets stuck on the cart. I don't know, in between some slats of wood on it. You take the opportunity to put a nice big bleeding gash on their side, and some intestines spill out, and they start screaming and just like black out. and scream simultaneously. Somehow. They're having a bad day.
I am the Baron.
The
I am the one who barons.
the one. Okay. Despite this not going well for this guy, he's not out of there yet. And this other dude. Also, I don't know. I guess they're really scared of the Baron.
Is
Did
there
he
no
freeze?
die?
I think he froze.
Me? I froze.
Derek's really good at just sitting.
How about now? I heard you guys talking.
Now we see you.
Hey, there you go.
Better.
Yeah, I don't know what you heard last, but whatever. Let me share. I'm not going to be able to turn my camera anymore.
We heard you say, and the screaming.
I think we were just waiting for the next round to start.
Oh.
Unless someone else.
Yeah,
had
sure,
a
let's
last
do it.
opening.
Dirk, back to you. Oh, I got to apply bleeding.
All right, I think I want to move over and attack this gentleman with 4 teeth.
I don't think these are gentlemen.
The dude with a fish on his head.
Yes, he is wearing a hat with a fish adornment.
Oh, this dude's stun condition can only be removed through medical attention. That first Eric hit is just done.
And I would ask if it's possible that I can get behind him or not.
That guy, yeah, sure. Like he could turn to face you rather than Dave, but he's not.
Yeah.
They're doing a pretty good job of kicking the shit out of me, so he's probably staying this way.
What's so I'm looking at my character and
Yeah.
I see 2 lines. Like, sorry, I'm mousing over the chit on the map. And I
Mhm.
see 2 bars. One is a green.
The blue
bar.
is advantage.
Gotcha. Okay.
You guys have 3 apparently, which seems low.
No, we've failed a lot of these tests.
I failed a lot.
Oh, that's true. And like he had the defensive hit, which doesn't have
Dave, we
advantage.
should have made sure Dave wasn't in our party first. In his own special bait party.
I could have been sick.
Is it plus 20 from behind, or what would it be?
Plus
Yeah.
20. And I think plus 20 more because you're 2v1ing. I'll adjust it. That hits by 1 as a result of all those modifiers. I believe they both add. There's something where you only take the best of the 2, but I don't think
I'm
this
gonna
is that case.
re-roll it. I think.
Okay.
Because it was not good.
Well, in that case, add plus 40 this time, I think.
Okay, well, but I think if I use a point to re-roll it, just re-rolls it. I don't.
Okay, then just do that and I'll fix it.
Did that do it? I can't. It didn't roll.
No, you chose to. You accidentally chose the
The wrong way.
add
No.
1 SL.
Just roll a D100 and I'll fix it.
Okay, sorry.
Better, warmer.
That's much better.
That's one of the first times that it has been better. Not plus 1 SL, though. Why does it only say 7 damage? That doesn't seem right. Oh, that's before the...
That still doesn't sound right.
Nope, sure doesn't.
It should be 10 plus strength bonus right now.
Tell you what, Al. You target this guy and do 1 more roll, and then I'm just going to add to your roll. Add plus 40
As
to
in
your
a combat.
roll. Yeah.
As in
Yeah, just target him, roll your dice, and do plus 40. I can change that to 15. And that should change where we hit. I think we're good now. Yeah, all right. All right, we're there. We figured it out.
yeah.
It definitely hit. Blood goes spraying everywhere. Bernard.
right. That guy's down.
Why is your bar maxed out? That's weird.
Yes.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
anyway.
think when we were at 2, it was 2/3 of the way across. So I think my bar has only got 3 points on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it.
All
Doesn't really matter.
right, I'm going after this guy. Let's see how bad I can miss him. Should I change the difficulty since we're on either side of him?
Yeah, plus 20.
Okay.
Well, no, it's because 2-on-1 that you're.
Okay.
That's a pretty good roll.
Hey.
Would you like to re-roll it?
It wouldn't roll better.
You want to use a fortune point to make it a -9?
Was that a crit?
Hey, Dave, can you click? Do you see the crit button? And if so, click it.
Yep.
Or a high crit's good or a low crit's good?
High crits are better.
good.
Okay.
Carved shin.
So they have a torn muscle, a broken leg, and carved shin. The
Yeah.
weapon drives clean through your leg by the knee, slicing into bone and through tendons.
Well, I'm
Ow.
wielding a club, so
That dude's not running away, and also he's prone, and also, effectively dead. All right. I mean, not really dead, but he's down. He's out.
yeah.
Trent, you're last, I assume.
Yep.
All right. Well, I already made morale for this guy, so he's just gonna have to go with it, even though it's a bad idea for him. Griff, you're up. Pretty good.
I also roll a 9.
Keep rolling 9s. You have hit. However, he critted you in response, which I think I resolve first. It's to the body. You can, I believe, sacrifice a point of armor from your armor
A hit point from the armor.
to get rid of the crit if you want.
Okay.
Um,
Does that make it? Oh, that just makes the body have.
so
no-
I
okay.
right-clicked on your armor body, and it took it down by a point there. So it actually is adjustable right on the sheet, which is awesome.
Yep.
If that's what you want to do. If you want to get crit,
Yeah,
I'm happy to see how that plays
I
out.
think I'm good.
Okay.
Wait till I
let's,
get honor if I get crit.
let's find out what it would have been. You would have been bleeding all over the place, and there's a good chance you would have died from that, actually.
I need my blood.
Yeah, it is important. That said, you hit him, so you can I can apply that damage.
Oh, look. You could crit him.
Down he goes. Probably. Hit that crit button. Just go off. Sure, why not?
Badly cut toe.
I'm gonna say that I'm, have jumped off the box at this point with these kind of hits.
Sure, yeah.
Otherwise, I don't know what he's doing that I'm hitting him in the legs and feet.
Maybe he's trying to karate kick you.
Plus, if I get pushed into the water, I'll just drown and die.
True. All right, so pretty much everyone's down except this guy on Eric.
Well,
I guess.
yeah,
I
that
guess
was.
Technically, he can still fight you, and he's gonna.
He has a minus if he's attacking from prone.
Did he go prone?
Yeah, when you go to 0
Yeah.
health, you just go prone. I think it's going to do this automatically. We're going to find out. It looks like it did not. So,
Yeah, should have gone to a difficult one.
There.
Minus 10.
got it. You can do whatever you're going to do in response to that attack.
Are we talking to me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
I don't
Just
see
do
any
an attack
cards or
back.
anything that happen.
It doesn't prompt us. You just have to
No.
do a weapon attack back.
Yeah. Or dodge. But you So he's down on the ground and he's feebly swinging his club at you, and you're just blocking it with your badass hand axe, as it turns out you have. All right, let's see. All right, we finally got this guy on Eric, who should run but doesn't know any better.
He can't tell that all of his help is down.
He can, but
Leader.
I decided what he was doing at the start of the round, and this is all happening sort of simultaneously.
Okay.
So
He's wearing a waffle on his head. He must be the leader.
gotta watch out. Eric, he is well, hit you depending how you roll. Oh, that ain't good.
Yeah, he's gonna hit me. No, I'm gonna reroll that one.
That's way better. He still hits you, but only just.
Yeah.
You take 2 damage. It's way better than the
Yes.
4 or 5 more it would have been. Okay. All right, and that person is very down and out. This dude, what conditions does he have? Stunned, he's out. That dude, yeah, okay. I think the only one even capable of combat anymore is the one by Andrew and the one by Eric, and
Well.
Eric is up.
Yep.
Not the greatest roll, but let's see. Just barely carried it.
Okay.
All right. Hey, someone recovered from their stun. Not sure which one that was, but oh, they had more than one
think it was
stun,
the
so it still
top
doesn't
one.
matter.
No, I think it was the top one because I think that's why he now has the fatigue.
Yeah, I think I need names on them or something. Yeah, the unconscious one recovered from the stun. That was good.
Yes.
Good job, them. Oh, and I got some people bleeding here.
I think one of them actually removed a bleeding condition out of that.
Yeah. Oh, this one still has health left. I didn't even realize. Well, whatever. That was just a real bad crit that Al delivered to him.
Yeah.
All right, well, back to the top. Dirk, like all the guys around you are kind of out of it. This guy, let's see what you think this guy's attitude is.
Bad.
He rolled a 4 on his cool check. That doesn't mean he's going to stay and fight, but he does seem a lot more composed than you might expect.
All right. Well, I am going to approach him, but I want to I want to block any kind of escape he might try to do. So
He has a lot of room to try to escape. You could probably try to slow him down a bit or try to tackle him or something, but I mean, there's a lot of room to run here.
If he goes to escape, I would try and tackle him.
Okay,
but,
or hit him or whatever.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to go in for an attack.
Right, so right now you're going to Oh, okay. Well, if you're going to hit him, just go to hit him. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. He definitely, his eyes are darting around like he's calculating if he has a way to escape. But he's not like doing a panicked flight or anything. Well, it might not matter. Setting flag unopposed on undefined is GM. Like I keep getting that. It's really annoying.
You're also 2v1ing him, it looks like.
It's true. So given that you're 2v1ing him, let me edit your roll. You hit as a result of the 2v1. Or I don't know, there's like 3 damage, 4 damage. Tina's happy somewhere in another world. Bernard!
All right. This is the only guy that's up.
Mm-hmm.
Are we? I asked the group. Are we trying to? Are these guys all around me dying?
They are like they seem very much out of the fight. One,
I just want to make sure we have somebody left to question.
well, this one's
Weirdly
bleeding
enough.
profusely and unconscious. This one isn't bleeding, so would probably survive, but basically had their leg almost amputated at the knee. Like,
Yeah.
I guess they're not bleeding, so it must not be quite like that. But
All right, I will walk in and
this guy seems like he might never wake up again without severe medical attention.
No, he would.
Are we 3-on-1
It's
or
the
No,
stunned that won't go away.
Okay, yeah, you're right. He won't be interrogatable with medical attention.
What? Why not?
Isn't stunned effectively do nothing? Am I wrong? Am I thinking of?
Well, stunned is.
we could slap him awake?
Or is it more like you're concussed?
Let me check which one's stunned.
What's the bonus for this attack here?
You can still move. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You can
you're
still move.
incapable of taking actions, but you can.
Anyway, what are you doing, Dave?
Away. What is the bonus here with the three of us on him?
I think it's plus 40 at that point.
Okay.
I don't know.
Even you might be able to hit now.
Yes, easy.
He's going to first see how he rolls.
Do a backflip.
Have you with his letter opener?
That was real bad.
Ooh.
Well, they're having bad luck with their weapons. Go ahead and crit him. Dude, get off me. Thank you.
Oh.
That's a pretty good
Well
crit.
done.
Oh.
Well, he was getting all ready to spend some advantage, but it's not going to matter.
The active effect for this item needs your input. Replace arm location here with L arm or right arm.
If it mattered, we would do that. But
Yeah. All right. Got him.
Well, that's kind of cool.
I finally did something.
So that guy's almost definitely going to bleed to death. Short of you guys saving him. I think right now this guy could live. That guy could live. That one's probably dead. That one's probably dead.
this guy could live.
Which one?
The one, the south one.
Yeah,
Maybe.
That one's
Depends on if his toe bleeds out.
It's possible. It depends on Griff. Trent, you're late in the round, right? Not that it probably matters anymore.
Late in the round. Yep.
Griff, what you doing?
Gee, what's the plus for a prone fellow?
It's nothing.
Plus 20.
I think.
I think it might be built in.
No, you turn it to an average attack, attacking the target with the prone condition.
Oh, all right. I think it will already do it, though.
It might already do it, though.
I have a 20 modifier, and that's all.
Then yes, it's that 20 modifier it's giving you.
Okay.
Wait, is he unconscious?
Oh man.
It looks like he
Yes.
might have passed out from the bleeding last
Oh.
round. So if
Well,
you
then
want
I
to
wanna
keep
wake
hitting
him
him,
up.
you can, but you just auto crit him otherwise, or kill him, like whatever you want to do.
I mean, the rest of the fight looks like it's going good, so I want to, wake him up.
So you're not attacking him, you're slapping him awake.
Yeah, I'll take his weapon away.
It turns out since he's not asleep, slapping wouldn't really work. You would need some sort of first aid or
No.
something.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, fair enough.
Open-handed first aid.
It's not having the effect you were hoping for. You do, however, kick his weapon away or pick it up or whatever it is you're doing with it. Let me double check. Unconscious. You're knocked out. You can do nothing. Injury.
Wake up. We're not done yet.
I don't know. He's out of it. You will not regain consciousness until you heal back at least one wound.
Also, does he have any money? That might take more than one round, but those are my two concerns.
He probably has a few brass pennies on him, yeah. Probably like 20.
Bam. Rich.
All right. I think effectively this is over.
Well,
Eric, feel free to do whatever, but I mean,
is
nobody's
dude
fighting
attacking
anymore.
me?
I guess technically he can't.
It doesn't look like he. I don't know why he took a crit. Was that the result of his fumble?
No, he's at 0 health. That's why.
Oh, because it didn't go prone, which is what I
yeah,
expected.
I have to do that manually. He's prone now.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, he's probably going to still swing at you while he's down, because what the hell else is he going to do? He's about to die.
Okay.
And was there a penalty for that?
Yes,
Minus 20.
It goes to the minus 10. It just goes to difficult.
Let's do it. I should pour all my advantage into it, but he's not, he'd be more intent on living, not
taking you out with him.
that's not really his focus. So yeah, he probably misses unless, well, man, if you roll like that. He still connects. Not for a lot, but wow, you're getting close. But you're up.
Yeah.
All right, now it's you. You want to make sure he doesn't do that again?
Oh, very much.
Extreme heretic on the way.
Did you add your 3 and 1 on there?
Add what?
Your 3
Oh,
on
no,
1.
I did not.
Let me add your 40 to that. Now he will try to counter that with his weapon, which I assume he gets a minus 10 on. I don't actually know.
Yeah, because he's attacking from prone.
Well, he's defending prone, but
Wait.
Jesus, he fumbled. They are just breaking their weapons left and right. All right, Eric, go ahead and do your plus 100 crit to his arm. You literally smash his arm off his body.
Brutal dismemberment.
You pulverize it.
Wounds. Death.
You pulverize his arm.
See,
Blood
scatter.
sprays all over.
Whoop. Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the scatter button.
Good, because we had to see where it's scattered, right?
Yeah, onto you, Dave.
Yeah, all over you, Dave.
Ooh. Roll the catch.
It's good that they have a blood scatter chart. I appreciate that.
Well, I mean, if they didn't, how would we know?
Right.
Pretty sure that's just the generic scatter chart, even for like thrown weapons. But still,
We'll take it. Yeah. That guy doesn't really bleed anymore, but
Well, if my guy won't wake up, I'm gonna roll him into the drink.
yeah, no problem. Splash.
Is that really what we want to do with them?
This guy is semi-conscious and just kind of laying there out of it. This guy, I guess, is similar. Although this guy's, his leg is just shredded beyond belief. Neither one of them are getting up and going anywhere, because one's got basically a completely disabled leg from L putting a sword through his knee. And then the other guy's got a smashed rib cage. And then the one up here probably is going to be in the best shape, but they just couldn't handle the pain from that cut to the side. And they're,
well, it depends on if they bleed out or not.
yeah, they've got 1 bleeding, so it's going to be like another 6 rounds before they even get to 0. So if you want to save him, looks like a girl, but yeah, if you want to save him, you can. I'm sure, probably. I'm going to end combat. Nobody used advantage on either side. I got to get better at that.
Yeah, so do we. Can I do it with just a heal check, or do I actually actively have to use up bandages? Given could probably get bandages from the thing.
Griff. No, not Griff. Dirk, give me a perception test. Actually, just everyone give me a perception test. Hey, Trent. Happens to be looking that way out of all you anyway, so that makes sense. So Griff had kicked a guy into the water, and he was kind of floating there face down, probably starting to sink. You hear like a splooshing sound, and as you hear the sound, you catch kind of in the darkness, like the ripple of water, and like you see the guy's boots disappearing as he's pulled under. There's definitely something just like grabbed him and pulled him down. But that's about all you see in the darkness and whatnot. Unless you have night vision. Do you have night vision?
Well, I am searching this guy for money while I ask Trent, how many of them do we need?
I mean, we're the guard. We should take them in.
What?
Between these guys, they've got 60 bronze pennies, and the leader type guy's got like 4 shillings. Silver
Let's
shillings.
see if this does this properly. Oh, I don't think it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be just an average, but it succeeded either way. So stop the bleeding on the one that's still bleeding out a little bit.
All right, you do so.
And then
I added more. That was an accident.
So, you want to split that money? What do you want to do? Let's 15 brass,
probably
1 shilling a piece.
Did anyone else take damage?
That's all I do.
Eric's worse shape than you are.
I really am.
I'm in a third, so yeah, I could use 10 wounds back.
The other 2 didn't get hit. It was just you 2.
Let me double check this.
But none of you took crits, and that's what's important. As you saw from this person who had full health but still basically died while Al was defending.
We have a free body disposal right over there.
There's the heal check for you.
Not real great.
No. I didn't hurt you though.
Yay.
Score.
And then for myself,
That's pretty good.
3 wounds back. Okay.
Isn't it 3 plus something?
No, 3 plus hit bonus.
Does Dave get your int bonus -2?
A
do you
successful
have to
heal
succeed?
test allows you to do one of the following.
Oh, okay. So
Heal
it wasn't
wounds equal to your int bonus. A failed heal test can potentially cause wounds if your int bonus plus SL total is less than 0.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, you feel better. Ish. All right. Well, there's 3 very wounded guys here, 2 of which are not going to be able to travel. One of which is basically unconscious, but definitely could be brought around.
I mean, I guess this is where I would say, what is the normal response from the watch in this regard? Would we take them in, or?
Well, that's a good question. You could, based on what you've seen the watch so far, absolutely just dump them in the river and be done. But no, they attack the watch. The penalty is probably going to be death.
Just save the taxpayers some money.
Like, by the law, you should take them in, and then they should, have a trial and be killed.
Okay.
But definitely, this would be a death sentence sort of thing. And despite all of you in the watch not getting along, like in particular the Altdorf soldiers treat you like crap. They're on the watch too, but they think they're better.
Yeah.
Even that, something like people who will attack the watch, it's going to be the whole blue line thing where probably there's going to be some beatdowns going on later. If you bring these guys in.
Is there a cart here we can appropriate to load them onto to help cart them back?
We can just float them down the water to wherever we need to take them.
You said 2 were awake and 1 was out cold? No, 4 here.
Technically, they're all unconscious, but yeah, you
can
get them. Oh, I'm sorry, no, they're not. Yeah. These two are awake, the furthest south ones. Either way, yeah, there's a cart there. You could probably wheelbarrow them back to the jail, I guess.
Let me see what my intimidate is. That's not bad. Yeah, so if we can get some of them awake, I will ask them to their faces which ones of you are going to be useful and which ones of you are going into the water.
I'll start dragging the dead guy to the water while he's saying that.
So this one between the two seems more able to even answer questions because the other one's like permanently stunned.
Well, in this case, stunned is kind of a shortness of breath. He's not
right,
like you said, semi-concussed.
Right, but it's like permanent. So the other one is way more able to speak up and say me. That can be helpful. While the other guys, slower on the draw.
What was it to get rid of that?
You're gonna let me go? As he looks down at his completely destroyed leg. I don't know what it was for that.
Where are you the ones?
Removed through medical attention, capitalized.
It's a broken bone major, so probably whatever that is.
Yeah, I'll look.
Are you the ones making people disappear on this dock?
What are you talking about?
We have reports of people going missing, and the first thing that happens when we get here is you attack us.
It's because Baron saw you poking around today where your nose doesn't belong. She sent us here to dissuade you from being in this area, but I don't know what you're talking about with missing people. Yeah, sure, once in a while. Someone gets out of line and someone dies. It happens. I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know Sparky's dad?
Who's Sparky?
He's a fisherman. He went missing 2 days ago.
I don't have a problem with any fishermen.
I don't know if I like his answer.
That was an evasive answer.
I kind of say that to the group, a little more.
Listen,
you let me go. I'll tell the Baron not to mess with you, but
well, why don't you tell us who the Baron is, and we'll talk to him ourselves.
I don't know who the Baron is.
Well, then how are you going to tell him anything?
Pass it up the chain.
That's not very convincing.
Yeah.
Well, who's your superior?
His eyes dart to the body you just, I think, dumped in the water.
All right, you want to talk to your superior? And I'll grab his good leg. Start to drag him.
At least he grabbed his good leg. That's nice of you. He's screaming, no, don't. I'll tell you anything, but he doesn't really seem to know what to offer you. I don't know the Baron, though. I don't. Nobody does. A lot of people don't even think the Baron's real.
Well, then how do you get your orders?
What was that guy's name? I don't remember his name anymore. Morris, we'll go with now. I don't know, Morris talked to Jones, and Jones gave him odd jobs, and they probably came for them. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me go. Ah, my leg. It hurts so bad.
Yeah, it does hurt.
I assume you're still dragging him, or no?
Until someone stops me, yeah.
Once you get to the
I'm
water, you
not
just
stopping
toss
him.
him in, or
No.
oh, okay. He'll stop you.
Aw.
We-
Fine.
I guess technically I have to go through doing healing checks on them to see if I.
Don't worry about it. We'll just abstract it.
Okay.
You're
Well,
what's,
yeah.
what's your angle? Are you like trying to convince him that we'll save him, or or does
I
your
mean,
character just want to preserve life, except for the heretics he skull bashes?
the proper thing to do in this case is to take them in and turn them over to the judges. That's what I'm working on doing, unless we've got
Alright.
other.
No, I'm fine. I just wanted to know what the intention was.
Bind the wound enough to walk him back and throw him in jail.
All right.
Yeah, and Al had mentioned like getting a cart or wheelbarrow, and definitely you can wheel them out of here that way. Probably at some point on the way back, you can run into another patrol who will help you escort these guys into. They're asking you what happened, unless there's something else you're doing here before that.
Oh, we'll tell them we were attacked on the docks.
Are these scum? What a bunch of idiots.
Yep, they claimed the Baron wanted us all out of here and thought they could take on the guard.
Oh, Baron, huh? Yeah, I'm sure you guys can get these. You can get them back to the jail. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna continue our patrol. You know,
All right.
Good luck, buddy.
once they hear that, they're not real interested in going with you anymore
That's fine.
and sharing in the glory of your arrest.
Yep.
All right, you get them. You get them to the jail.
Scumbag delivery.
Dump them in. Nobody's too gentle with them. They get thrown in a cell, and unless you care to follow up, that's probably the last you ever see of them. You're sure justice will be pretty swift in the next few days.
All right. Swift justice.
Swift justice.
All right. So now we
Blind
just have to
justice.
tell Skippy that a water monster probably ate his dad, and I think we're done.
Yeah, checks out.
Yeah. Should I'm trying to figure out if we should have bit harder on that water monster.
I don't do water.
Or monsters.
Monsters.
All right. Well, you guys have the next day off, so I'm gonna assume you could just be rested to full.
Okay.
Actually,
repair my
I guess I
armor
don't. I guess I don't know that for
Get
sure.
it out for new
Yeah,
armor.
you can.
Something.
Given that you're part of the watch, you can get it repaired effectively for free. And I guess technically, make your the healing rolls.
Hold on.
Requisition a
It's
shield.
like an endurance check or something.
Normal
Yeah,
wounds. Where's the part of this? Healing wounds. Without medical attention, you can attempt an average endurance test after good sleep once a day. You heal wounds equal to the success level plus your toughness bonus.
and then since your next day is
For
a
each
day
day you
off,
take it easy, you also heal an extra number of wounds equal to your toughness bonus again.
so you're getting at least your toughness bonus back plus whatever the result of that roll is.
Let's see, that was...
Griff and Dirk, who weren't wounded at all, you do anything fun during your day off?
Well, I'm gonna see if I can find Harold or anyone else I know.
Sure, he's
And
in the
ask
spotted pig.
Who knows about this so-called Baron fellow?
Are there
Baron,
any executions happening on our day off?
You know,
not even
maybe if,
on a one.
maybe if you give it one more day, there's 3 people who are probably going to be executed.
Maybe you can go grease the wheels of justice and get it sped up so you don't miss it.
Justice, you know, actually, they probably are executed the next day. It's pretty open and shut as far as they're concerned. Although you do get the impression after all that you get, as long as they're not anyone connected or anything, as long as there's some lowlifes, you could probably beat the crap out of anyone, say they attacked you, and then get them executed. You have the power. Let me see if you can find out anything about the Baron. Give me a gossip roll.
Oh, yeah. 2.
2?
22.
Oh. You know, still a +1.
With critical success.
You find some info. I need to find out what that info is.
We're going to find out that it's Adam's character. I just know it.
Be hilarious. So you do. Nobody knows who the Baron is. That's still, you know, Harold doesn't know. You know the Baron operates mostly under the bridge in the slums area there, which checks out with what you have discovered. They particularly seem to be very anti the watch. You figure there's a decent chance Clump and Clug's getting some bribes there. In fact, I guess at the end of the night, you do have to report your... Oh no, this wasn't a watch. You actually don't have to report to him about it. You guys were kind
We
of doing
just
this.
go up for work the next day and he's surprised to see us.
Well, you were off the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Although, actually, he would have been there when you came back. He's like, oh, you tangled with the Baron's guys? Yeah. You're not going to be around much longer. But anyway, definitely, the watch seems to stay out of the Baron's area through a mix of bribes and intimidation for the most part. And have a particular set of enemies, which I think is a bunch of halflings, but I'm trying to find out. So there's a group of halflings called the Lowhaven clan, who are essentially mobsters and racketeer. They're kind of like the halfling mafia. You know, you get from Harold and just from general info, that gossip check, that the Baron and the halflings tend to be at odds with each other. They're both criminal groups, but they're often fighting over territory or whatever it is that makes them fight with each other.
In my dealings, as I am asking people at the bar and talking loudly about this, I want to make it absolutely clear that our supervisor guy put us up to killing those fellows.
Mention him by name.
Yeah,
Open club.
yes, many
All right.
times. Yeah.
All right. Yep.
So you're actually saying he sent us out there, or you told him to actually go kill those guys?
Don't you worry about it. He was upset with them. I don't know why. He told us to go rough him up. It got deadly.
That's just checking. All right. That's pretty much what you know at the moment. What do you go? All right, you lay down some rumors. And let me think here. Yeah, your next shifts will be... Damn, Dave, you're still really messed up. Bad roll for your recovery.
Sorry, how much did I actually heal?
Roll an average endurance test.
I think toughness
I roll an
bonus
average
plus
test.
toughness
Okay.
bonus plus the result of this test, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Make an endurance test at plus 20.
Plus 20? All right.
That's not good.
You heal 4.
But I critical.
Critical failure.
Actually, that's not a crit. Maybe
Double
it is.
zero,
Double
not a
zeros.
crit?
Yeah, I
There
guess
are no crits on those type of rolls.
that would be a
Okay.
fumble. That would be a fumble though if it was.
Right.
Die in your bed.
You got gangrene.
Sorry, Dave. We got to lose the arm.
Trying to think. Clumping Cloak definitely doesn't like you.
That's fine. Feelings mutual.
And he's probably going to do something about it. But also, he's got problems.
already-
I think he probably, when you get back for the next day shift, which goes pretty uneventfully, you can be healed now to full, Dave.
Okay.
Trying to decide if something was going to happen that day, but I don't think it will. You get back, and you do see Rudy's got, a black eye, and he's walking a little stiffly. Seems like maybe he was in a fight or something. And he seems particularly surly with you all. As you give him your report of the day where nothing much happened. And he's definitely looking at you with hate in his eyes. But he's very, very polite to you as you speak to each other. Very formal. Completely above the board.
Okay.
Which probably makes you more nervous than anything. That he's up to something because not too long ago he'd been issuing threats. You are, so on your third day of watch. No, probably on your second day of watch. The day after this. You are... Second. I think this makes sense to do. All right. You're on your patrol, and a very short man, he's got a big old waxed mustache that he's constantly twiddling with. He's wearing some very fancy tailored clothing. He's basically a short, dapper gentleman. Comes up to you guys. Excuse me. You're the ones, right? The ones I heard.
Yeah, we're the ones.
The ones I heard about who helped in that fire. The only watch who aren't completely useless.
Guilty as
I
charged.
think so.
You've heard of me, the Great Alphonse, no?
No.
No, you've never.
Have we heard of the Great Alphonse?
Actually,
I grew up here. Maybe,
I guess you could. No, you haven't.
but I didn't take any lore skills.
He's like, he kind of motions you, off to the side of the road near, you're not in the thoroughfare. He drops his voice. Like, I need some help.
What kind of help, sir?
I'm Alphonse. Gascon. I can't say the name. I can't do this bad accent, but I'm going to try anyway. Gascoigne.
What can we do for you, Mr. Dick Gascoigne?
I'm the great investigator. Sure, I can't believe you haven't heard of me. But I've been hired, see? Ludwig Ortelli, you know him, surely. He's influential merchant here. The name's vaguely familiar to you, but he's not like one of the great houses or anything.
Okay.
Also not on your list of people you collect tribute from, so, there's that. His son has been kidnapped and held for ransom, and I've been paid to help ensure the boy's return, but I can't do it on my own, and they're asking way too much money, that he can't afford the ransom. I can't go to the guard. They're a bunch of bumbling idiots. They did get the boy killed. But you could do it.
So my issue with
Probably. I mean,
Yeah, we can do it.
I'm willing to pay you, of course. If,
this a family
if the
name
boy
we know?
lives. I'm sorry, what?
Is this like a family name we know?
It's not one of the big houses like the car stats, which are the ones that you
Okay.
save that kid, and but you do recognize it as, you know, a merchant who's got a decent. I don't know what's a good job for a merchant. I don't know.
Could be a courier. It could be a.
Import export. Mr.
Yeah.
Vandelay. Import export.
Maybe he's a.
Given prices, weapons.
Yeah.
But they're demanding way too much money. I've tracked them down to where they are, but I cannot rescue the boy on my own.
Okay. What seems to be the issue?
Well,
Do they have too many people?
Making sure everybody's on board with
I will show you. I can show you where they are. I've got a. There's a house across the street, yes, and I've been watching them. We've got 3 days, they say, for the ransom, and there's only 2 left now. Of course, being the great detective I am, I tracked them almost immediately. You know, the paper they wrote the ransom note on. I could tell the merchant, and I went back to the merchant who had it. He knew. I followed them from there. Anyway, I won't bore you with the details, but
All right.
there's an empty house across the street where I've been watching, and I think you go there and we watch, and we see how many there are and make a plan. But there's at least 3, and that's too many for me with the boy at risk.
Okay.
I'll pay you guys. He's kind of looking at you for a minute. He's like, 10 gold crowns. If the boy lives. If, you know, half that if he's mostly alive. Nothing if he's dead, of course. I could just go to the guard for free if I want the boy to die.
No argument here. All right. I kind of look at the group and I'm like, hey, is this wait, did you say this was still our day off, or is this?
No, this is the second day of your
new next
your
shift.
Night
watch.
shift, I believe.
No, this is it. No, you were just. Oh, it should be night shift. All right, let's do this. Let's do this a couple days later then when it's day again.
Okay.
Because I don't. Yeah. Let's just do it during the day. And it's like, you know, a little before noon right now, probably.
Okay. I look at everybody and I'm like, hey, is this
I was trying to see if I thought he was lying, and
you can
my
give
roll
me
didn't go
an
very
intuition roll on that.
well. Oh, I did perception. Okay, I'll do an intuition roll.
Well, he's clearly lying.
Perception, he looks very dapper. He's supposed to have a French accent, but it just comes out whatever the hell I did. So, you know, there you go. Actually, it says it's supposed to be a Belgian accent, but who the hell can do Belgian? So just do French. Dude, yeah, you don't know. You're kind of, you know, the way this guy talks is kind of funny. Makes you a little nervous about him. You can't really say he's lying, but everyone else can give me intuition checks too if they want.
Well, we just have to run it by our supervisor, Sergeant Kloppenstop, or whatever his name is.
I guess I should probably do intuition checks secretly in the future, huh?
And upon saying the name of our guy, Sergeant Puffenstuff.
Yeah, this guy spits on the ground.
Interesting.
If you want to kill the boy, yes, go tell them. Go tell the rest of the watch. Especially that clumpy clug idiot. Trent, you're pretty sure this guy's telling the truth.
Okay.
Andy's got a very inflated ego of himself. Although,
I'm sure that he's lying.
maybe he can back it up. Who can say?
maybe he's the great pro.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I think I have a picture of him. Hold on. No, I don't. I have a token for him, but it was just some default artwork I used. Alphonse Hercules de Gascoigne. Much smaller than that picture looks. He's The only weapon you see on him is a dagger.
Wait, which
Is he
picture?
holding it? Is he holding it like that when he's
He's right
talking
here.
to us?
I don't have a good picture. This was ignore the picture. That was just a token I used for like investigator. That's the investigator token. That dude looks big. This guy is not big.
If that's French, it's Hercule.
Oh, let's do that then. Hercule. Because I'm so good at French accents.
That's French.
You accept then, yes? You'll help.
Yep.
Well,
We
you
will,
said
we will
can
assist you.
we can stake out their area, where they're at.
Yes, I expect you to take your time. We have 2 days.
I mean, I think we should do that first before we commit.
of
See
course.
what we're dealing with.
Again, I'm only paying you if the boy lives.
I got one on me.
Exactly.
So he walks a ways through, leads you guys through the docks for a while. And eventually you come to, again, like most of the docks, is slums. These are some pretty bad, actually, hold on, I think I got a map.
Yeah.
Pretty rundown area.
Well, I'm convinced that this is a trap from our supervisor, so I'm on edge and looking for ambushes everywhere. And we'll miss any other clues.
Did you roll intuition, or are you just going with it?
No,
No matter
I'm
what?
just sure that he's lying.
Oh, that's fine.
Our supervisor wants to get rid of us. Our first shift, after Cleary wants to get rid of us, someone's throwing crazy amounts of money to tell us to go to a specific house.
Yep.
Like, no.
Two down, yeah.
There you go. Okay. Here you go. He does indeed lead you to an abandoned building, abandoned home. Floors creak badly in there. It's full of cobwebs. It's got water damage, some mold growing. It's building number 12 here. Let me put you guys on the map.
What the hell is a privy?
It's beautiful.
A privy? The bathroom?
Yeah, this is a great map, isn't it?
Okay.
He didn't have any mana. I ran across it. I interviewed him as fast as I could. Back
You guys get to your wet rate too.
Once he got a little bit of mana.
Nice.
But nobody jumps out to try to murder you or anything. The guy seems actually at ease with you, like you couldn't possibly attack him or anything. He doesn't even seem remotely concerned that could happen.
He knows we're the good guys.
Yeah.
Is there a telescope in this building?
There is. I think there is. Hold on. Definitely, like, not all the buildings around here are abandoned. You see, well, let's start off with the building he leads you into. There is indeed a telescope up on the second floor. He leads you through pretty much the abandoned building. You can tell, actually, when you get up there, he's been in there for at least a little bit, because you see, like some food crumbs on the floor and probably like an empty bottle of wine or something. A chair in front of the table with a telescope on it. Not the greatest, it's not like you're doing astronomy with this telescope or anything, but it's one of those. You can see he points out this building across the street, and he's like, "There and there. I've had a little bit of time to watch. There's at least 3, but I expect you to watch. And don't act until you've gathered more info and made a plan with me. I need to do some additional investigation while you see what else I can find out while you watch. Okay. But I'll be back. I'll be back before nightfall."
Okay. Well, we should watch and also keep not just watch the building, but also watch people, make sure no one's coming up to the building we're in.
Yeah, how's the traffic on this street?
So, just quickly watching the building directly across from you, number 13, seems to be empty. It looks really run down. You can see in the windows from here. You see broken furniture. It looks roughly in the same state as the building you're in. The one next door, you're pretty sure people live in because it looks a little better kept.
Number 15 there?
Oh, I'm sorry, 14, right next to you.
Oh, okay.
I tried to ping it, but I'm actually clicking out a PDF, so that didn't.
So, are we in a position where our patrol is such that we are given enough latitude to just do whatever we want as things come up, or is doing this likely to get us executed?
So that's tricky. Clumping Clug does not like you. So if he can frame this as you abandoning your duties, he probably would. If you report, hey, yeah, we didn't patrol the docks, we went and did this. That said, you almost never run into anyone who's checking on what you're doing or anything. You could totally make things up about what you did during the day, and if it was believable, it would probably fly. Because the watch patrols all kind of have their different sections for the most part. The only reason you ran into people the other night is because you were hauling people back through another district of the docks that was being patrolled. I don't know, if there's some big event and you guys aren't there, then that could be well, where the hell were you? How did you not know that was going on? That sort of thing could happen. Or if Clumping Clug's spying on you.
Do we want to send 2 or 3 people to kind of make our normal rounds in places? Or do we all 5 want to look through this, or 4 of us want to look through this telescope for 10 hours?
No, I think split 2 and 2 and every couple hours switch off.
We can probably say Adam's on patrol with you too if people are doing that, because I think he'll be back.
Sure.
Okay.
Next week. So who is staying here?
We're gonna do it in shifts. So
okay. The guy sounds like he'd be back around 9 or 10 tonight. And right now it's probably around noon. So I don't know what kind of shifts you're looking for or when you will want to be here. Your shift also probably ends at about 6 o'clock, probably.
Okay, so probably a 3-hour shift. A 3-hour shift, and then we check in for the end of our shift, and then a 3-hour shift till he gets back or so.
And these buildings
when we
here.
Check in, does
Good.
Junk and stuff want all 5 of us, or can one of us check in it for the group?
You've always done it, everybody, and he'd probably want a reason someone wasn't there. I think it would definitely stand out if only one of you showed up. But if one guy was out because, oh man, he got hurt and he went to the medic. If you made an excuse, that would probably.
Okay, we'll do that. So that at least one person can stay.
Unless he figures out you're lying or can tell you're lying, but you know what I mean.
Fair, but yeah, because we do want to leave someone watching this house.
Yeah.
While the other 4 of us go check in.
That makes sense. Let's say something I forgot. Doesn't matter. All right.
But he's going to know that we're lying because he's behind this.
You're pretty sure someone lives here because you see some laundry hanging out in the line behind the house. Honestly, all the buildings except the one across from you look like they're probably people living in them. But at least at this time of the day, the only one you see any action is 19 over here. Because you hear a dog constantly barking over there and a lady constantly yelling at the dog to shut up.
Nice.
But you would expect a lot of people would be working right now and such.
Is there a lot of traffic on this road?
No, not a lot. I mean, yeah, there's the occasional foot traffic, people walking by, but it's not like a main thoroughway. Thoroughway. I don't know what the word there is. That reminds me
Okay.
what I was going to say though. This area is slightly outside of your designated patrol area, but not too far. But I mean,
Okay.
there is a chance if you stood out on the street for a while, maybe some of the other watch would come by. Even then, at worst, it's probably like, "What are you guys doing here?" Oh, we were checking something. Like being outside your patrol area for a little bit really isn't a big deal. It's just if you literally weren't in your thing all day, what were you doing? You guys are
Yeah.
kind of like on probation, right? So. It's not an immediate death sentence or anything, but it might be, yeah, we need to lie or we need to
Sure.
have a reason. That said, sit in this building, like, you would not expect any watch is ever going to run into you, short of this
Right.
whole being a massive plan by Clump and Clug to make you guys look like deserters or.
Which it clearly is.
What? All right. Is there enough traffic around here that we could move, maybe circle the building?
There, the other building across the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, actually, that's a good point. As you approached, you did not come down the street. Alphonse definitely led you up the back way and in, and he probably had you take off any uniforms or armbands you had beforehand. So you were not obviously the guard marching up the street or anything. I don't know if any of you would have had a problem with that.
I would not.
Mm,
Your Cult of Sigmar stuff's fine. The armband.
no, I know. I take the armband off at least for now, but when we actually go to rescue the kid, that stuff is going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
That's what I was trying to figure out what my character would do in that regard. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
I have no problem with a little undercover work.
You pretty quickly pick up here that this house, number 18, is also occupied, and that is probably where most of the foot traffic on the street is going to and from. And it's men, and they go in and they don't stay long, and then they leave. They seem happier when they leave.
Alright.
Most of these houses are 3 stories. The exception would be the one with the dog barking lady, and this one across from 17. Oh, and the one you're in is only 2 stories as well. So, that said, who is staying and watching?
At which point?
Initially.
I'll stay.
I think the grouping should probably be it should probably be Trent and Griff, and then maybe me and no. I don't know.
Rocco's going to permanently be on patrol until Adam returns.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because you don't trust him here.
Right.
No, we don't. That's true. Is the merchant family, do they live in our district or do they live far away?
No, they do not live in the slums.
But no, not this district. Like our patrol area. Do we only patrol the slums?
Sorry, you patrol various areas of the docks. It kind of depends. But a lot of the slums are in the docks. Let me pull up that one map again. Actually, if you go to, you know what, I'll hit the show button. It'll be fine. 1 sec.
But yes, we mostly patrol slums.
Mostly patrol slums, or the fish areas of the docks, or where they're unloading cargo, stuff like that too.
Well, what I want to do is see if I can locate Harold on patrol and pay him to go verify with like the actual merchant this is supposed to be, that this is a true thing. Wow, a flowchart.
That was not the map I wanted, unfortunately, because there was one that did a better job showing where the docks were. Basically, the docks are the entire strip north and south of the river, like a good amount of it. So it's a big area, and often right now you guys have always bet on the north side. The south side is a little wealthier. The worst part is under the bridge on each side, and over kind of like on the northwest part is the worst too.
The north,
the more slummy part, yeah. Like north side of the river, but west. Thing.
Precinct or Black Rock?
South of Black Rock, between Black Rock and the river. That's often where a lot of your time is spent.
All right.
This dude probably lives up like in the Merchant Quarter. The guy whose son has been kidnapped. So Andrew, you wanted to go talk to Harold, or whoever.
I want to either go or get someone I know to go to the merchants and verify that this is a truth thing.
Oh.
Not.
They probably don't want anyone to know this.
Well, we know the halfling guy that has supposedly hired us. I'm sure we can do enough. He might not be the guy for this.
There's a few things you can do. You can ask around about that guy's name. You can ask around about the merchant. If you want to send someone to the merchant, Harold's going to stick out like a sore thumb. The dude's basically drunk all day, every day, and does not look like he belongs in that wealthier area. Like there's a good chance he's stopped on the way. Let's see. Were you from this area? Because you might just know some people, right?
I was supposedly, according to my backstory,
and you were silver level. So there's
an
probably
enforcer
some
for a gambling house for 5 years here.
There's probably some friends.
I might have some under.
So given the way that this is set up and is clearly a module thing that I don't think has anything to do with it being a double cross, I get that. But
I
my
get where
guy is convinced that our superior is out to get this is all just too suspicious. So
and your guy,
I don't need actual information about this. It's just this is what my guy's doing.
All right,
we're trying to get done.
Your superior is out to get you, but okay. You've got friends because you are from this area. You get one of them to go. All right, hey, can you go gently probe this guy to see if this is on the up and up? And that's fine. He'll get back to you, in a few hours because he owes you one from that time with that thing, that place.
Yeah, he does.
You guys can also, anyone who wants, can give me a gossip test to at least see if you've heard this guy's name before. Alphonse, whatever. If he's got a rep or if he's just nobody at all. And obviously those of you sitting in the building are not the ones doing the gossip test, though. Dave and Dirk. Trent, with that kind of success, there's some people who have heard about him. He seems to be someone that the really rich people hire to,
God damn it, Griff.
I'm asking about Mr. Dick Ascoin, and it's not going well.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Guys, no one's ever heard of this dude.
Yeah, I don't even know with astounding failure, like something bad should happen, but I can't even imagine what that would be. All right. Let's go back to the people in the house for a minute while you two are patrolling and kind of gathering some info. You see, so this building's 3 stories over here, although you're pretty sure like the third one's an attic because there's no windows into it or anything. The first floor, from your viewpoint, all the first floor windows are shuttered, but none of the second floor ones are. You see, let me double check that I'm not lying when I say that. Yes, correct. In the south, sorry, in the like right around here where I'm pinging, up on the second floor of the house, as you're looking with your telescope, you see two guys in there, and you can't tell entirely what they're doing, but you think they're like playing cards. Occasionally, one's like smoking a pipe and like knocking the ashes out the window once in a while. And I think, double check, I think that's all you can see. Yep. I take that back. On the first floor, down on this side here, there is one other window that's unshuttered. It seems to be, you're getting kind of a view of like a kitchen / dining room. And you occasionally see a guy going through there. The two guys playing cards, one dude's blonde and like average height, and the other guy's kind of short with black hair. And the guy you see occasionally downstairs through that window is like about 5'9" with brown hair. So you've definitely identified like 3 distinct people. And you guys are both staying in the house, right?
Yes.
Up on the second floor. All right.
For now, yeah. If there's when we do a change, we'll probably just like circle the block or something, try to see if there's other ways in and out, that kind of thing. Would that be possible?
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. But
okay.
At about 1 o'clock, so about an hour after you've been there, a guy fairly tall, like 6'2", with black hair, comes out of the house through the front door and heads off down the street past your house. Just continues on.
Okay.
And you saw, as you were watching, a big guy behind him, like a really big, mean-looking dude, like shut the door behind the guy. Like he kind of like escorted him out of the house, like he was there with him.
Those were not the 3 guys we've seen so far?
No, so far you've seen, I think, 5 distinct people. You're pretty sure.
Okay.
About an hour later, that guy who left comes walking back up the street past your house. He's carrying a basket. Can't really tell what's in it. He knocks on the front door. And after a moment, the door opens. He goes inside. It was the big guy again who opened the door. Guy goes in, door closes.
Okay.
And then about then, your other group is coming back. Your friend says the guy got all panicked. The merchant got all panicked that he knew the son was kidnapped. He's like, nobody's supposed to know that. Alphonse said he'd handle this discreetly. But it sounds like the guy wasn't panicked because, oh no, people know my son was kidnapped, but more so like he's worried his son will die because he was, told to keep it quiet.
Right.
He said the people asked for like 500 gold coins as ransom. This dude basically broke down crying to your friend, saying like, he doesn't have anywhere near that much money. And he says, got 2 days to get my son back. I hope Alphonse can do it. It cost me so much of my money just to hire him to do this. Your impression is Alphonse is getting about 50 gold coins for this job. Your friend got that out. Or, that ballpark. So, you guys switch off at 3? And what was your plan, Dave?
I just, on the way out, just circle the block, see if there's any way in or out other than the front door. I want to keep a good distance away from the home, and I don't want to look,
So if you circle around, there are houses behind it,
yep,
which seem mostly abandoned back there, and definitely in bad shape, like holes in the walls, holes in the floor.
Okay.
I don't know, like if you're staying on the street on the other side, you're not going to see much. But if you're willing to like either move into one of those abandoned houses or kind of go through the yards, maybe you'll see something. So I'm not sure what your risk level there is.
How? If there's no windows on that side, I'm a little more. I'm not averse to approaching.
You won't know until you get a better look.
Okay.
You would expect there is. Most houses do, right?
Sure. All right, I'll keep my distance for now. I don't want them to know somebody is surveilling them.
I don't think I heard you there. What were you doing?
I will keep my distance for now. Okay. I don't want them to know someone is surveilling them.
Same for you, Dirk?
Yes.
Okay. Because I assume you're walking with him since you guys are switching out.
Yep.
You definitely see two guys. They seem to be eating up in that like second story bedroom shortly after the guy with the basket came back.
Okay.
You still see a guy occasionally through the kitchen window. It looks like he moves around down there. You don't really ever see that big guy other than when the door opened or shut, and you don't really ever see the guy who went out on the street other than when the door opened or shut. At one point, probably around 4:30 or so, you don't see it, but you hear a dog barking, which sounds like it's behind the house. Number 17. It is not. It's definitely not the same dog that's barking over at number 19 because they seem to be barking at each other.
Okay.
But after a while, it stops. It's all behind the house, though, so you don't really see what, if anything, was going on. And then, it's probably you guys were walking your shift, and now it's time to decide what you're doing about the end of your shift.
We'll probably go back and get most everybody.
One person should stay, just to keep an eye on the house for the hour or so you guys are gone.
Leave Adam
Much
there all
the
by
same
himself.
way.
Yeah,
No.
It shouldn't be Adam. It probably shouldn't be Griff either.
I was going to say, Griff doesn't feel like... Well, wait. Why shouldn't it be Griff?
He's just not the kind of guy you leave in charge of anything solo.
Fair. The problem
Not
is...
that he'll necessarily do something dumb, but who knows?
No, I get that.
Also real bad at lying, though.
The problem is we gotta... Who's going to actually lie to...
I wish Adam's character was here. He's really good at that stuff.
Who's lying to our supposed superior?
Well, you guys can tell the lie, and I can use his score for it if you want.
Yeah.
What's the what's the best? What's the skill for that?
For lying?
It's a good question.
Usually charm?
Charm? Sound right.
No, I think it is actually. Charm, it's like charm versus cool for social type things.
Well, my charm is 49, my cool is 55.
Pretty good.
So I guess I'll do it. I'll try and sell it.
Charm skill real quick. Hold on.
Or is it... Actually, it's more what is their intuition opposed by, I think. I think it's actually your cool. Or your entertain acting. Someone's intuition is... If you're actively trying to hide your intent...
Someone is actually trying to hide their intent. Yeah,
so it's highest cool or entertain acting. Yeah. Because you're not trying to charm the guy into believing you. You're just trying to not give away that you're not telling him something.
I mean, my cool is 46.
It's pretty good.
Mine is 55.
I spread my talents around way too much.
That's pretty good, dude.
I got 30s and 40s. So
I'll check what... I doubt.
Yeah, I have 30s and
55.
40s in the things I need for combat. This isn't combat, so of course it's great.
Same.
40 cool on Adam, so and he does not have he has entertained, but not in special.
So I guess the other half of those, who has the lowest cool?
Don't talk if you do.
My cool is 40.
37.
You're
So
all in the,
under
you're all in
those
the
rules, we
ballpark.
should leave. Do what?
Yeah, we should leave.
I'm gonna roll it against who's ever doing the talking, unless
That's fair.
something happens, you know.
I just
Um,
I feel like we can play off Griff the easiest in that just saying like he went to go drinking, like, and he asked us to check in for him, but that doesn't work for someone else. I don't feel like as well. So I'm not sure what lie we tell. I mean, we can be like, I imagine we're discussing this as we're walking back to do the check-in.
Well, you
Well,
can
how about
only
this?
discuss that if you know who you left, right?
Yeah, no. We're deciding before we head back. How about I stay back? Do some lie about like I went to go. Something about me in the church, because obviously I still keep to that a lot.
Okay.
That is a harder lie for him to try to push back on too, because even though you're
like a higher up priest in the church stopped me to question me about something.
Plus, I don't think this will go bad, but if it goes bad, I will just kill our supervisor and then get executed, and you guys are fine.
And you have a fresh new level 1 character. Okay.
So-
I'll try and make that lie. That's what we'll do. So,
All right.
So have you already figured out how to fit getting executed into your dooming?
No, because he would figure that's a pretty good trade.
You'd be happy with it.
all right. So Trent is staying back.
Yeah.
And the rest of
It's
us
too
are going
bad
to check-
because if you trusted Rocco, he'd be the best to stay back. You just say his, diarrhea's acting up on him again, or
Yeah, that is very true.
His IBS as
All right, so who's doing the talking? It sounded like Al's got the
I
best.
am doing the talk.
All right, so he comes up and asks you how your patrol went, debrief him, and as most days, you're like, yeah, not much happened.
whole bunch of nothing.
Right.
I mean, there's probably minor stuff you report throughout the day that we don't care about from a game perspective.
Yeah.
These people got in an argument over so and so, and blah blah blah. I had to break it up, that sort of stuff. But yeah, he says, "Where's Trent?" He's got a little happiness in his voice that Trent's not there, like he's gonna be able to get you guys in trouble or something. And you say
He got stopped by someone from his church. He should be along any moment, but yeah, he just got on our way back. He was stopped, and it's as simple as that.
all right, yeah. Give me a oh god. Oh god. Make a cool roll. He rolled a 2. He's gonna be like the principal in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Hey Al, you got any fortune left?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to use it. It's funny, you guys have the exact same score. That didn't get better. He smells that something's weird about what you're saying. What is he going to do about it?
I don't really know what he can do. It
Well-
not just blatantly illegal, but we'll see. My axe is ready.
Yeah. Well, and yeah. He starts going into rant about how, watch comes first before the church when you're on probation. Then he kind of catches himself and says some stuff about, of course the church is very important. When question, to be fair, like the church is important to everybody, like culturally, but it's not like they have authority over the guard or anything like that. They're not.
Well, yeah, no,
the emperor,
but
definitely you don't want to get branded a heretic. So he's watching what he's saying there.
and also, no, they don't have authority over the guard, but a
Yeah,
higher member of my
institutional
church would
power.
have authority over me
but
to
he
hold me back. Was the idea?
He does smell that something you're saying isn't true. He doesn't know exactly what it is. He starts saying, which priest held him up? Where's he at? I need to go chew him out over this.
It's not my church. You think I know these priests' names?
Yeah, give me one more cool test.
Okay.
That's better. You won that one. Oh, man. So the first one you failed by 8.
Oh, wow.
So he definitely knew something was up. However, the second one you succeeded by 2. Backing him off a little bit. Like, well, I'll find him myself and give him a earful. You're dismissed. So you definitely get the impression he's going to go looking for Trent. Not that he really knows
Maybe
where
he'll
to
go
look.
alone and I can just kill him.
That could happen. So you definitely think he knows something's fishy, but he doesn't really know what Trent's up to. He doesn't know how bad it could be. And this is such a minor transgression that it's not like he's going to march into the office and execute them all for dereliction of duty. He
One
does
of
say
the
this is going on
late
Trent's
detective.
permanent record.
Kill all of them.
9 times.
This will go down on your permanent record.
So after that, where are you guys going?
Well, I mean, I think we want to go back to the house, but obviously we want to make sure we're not tailed.
You can do perception. Actually, I'll do it.
Oh,
It's better if I do it.
Maybe send Trent back to make sure he's
Yeah, I think that's
visible.
the way to do it. Yeah.
We'll do another round, like 2 or 3 of us go back and just kind of hang out at some point.
well, I want to go somewhere where I can see the main exit or the most likely exit of the barracks and follow our supervisor if he leaves on his own.
You would probably have to follow him right when he's done talking with you because he seems like he is very eager to go. He basically turns and goes to leave.
Okay.
Trent. You just
Well,
walk
then I'll
out right
wait
behind him.
an appropriate amount of seconds and then, yeah.
Okay. So you're probably, tailing him through the barracks. And then out to the street. Why don't you give me stealth roll, maybe, for like shadowing? Unless you don't care if you're spotted, but that's not going to work well.
I won't, if I'm spotted, I won't care. But I know the names of all the bars in the city. I can just pick one that's in that direction if I question.
Give me a perception roll.
Doesn't really do that.
Okay, so Griff is following Rudy. What are the rest of you doing?
We were going to go back and get Trent and kind of send him back toward barracks, at least.
Yeah. Let him check in while we keep an eye.
Get his dressing down, take it like a...
And I make sure that I state to him that I don't think he bought it. So you might want to try and swing by your church and get a cover built with someone from the church.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, what did you actually tell him?
I just told him that someone stopped you in the street, some priest. He asked me who it was. I said, I'm not a part of your religion, really. I don't know the priest names. So,
Okay.
yeah. And then he went on some rant about how blah, 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 we're on probation, duty, blah, blah, blah.
And then he left. And then Griff followed him.
And Griff's following him. So if there's a problem, Griff's going to kill him.
You're following Rudy. He's heading towards one of the... Initially, he's heading towards probably where the church stuff is, which I'd have to look up where that is. It's not in the docks, though. At one point, you see him pause and turn and start heading to the docks. And he starts heading to a seedier area. Granted, this is all still like out on the streets, out in the open. There's people around. It's not like dark alley, go jump him, right? Unless you want to jump him in broad daylight, go ahead.
Not specifically, no.
And eventually he heads into one of the seedier taverns that you know is full of slime balls that are constantly he's constantly getting a cut of their money and, you know, enabling their business. And you, like, your spider sense is tingling a little bit, like, this feels weird. You wonder if maybe you've been made. But how you deal with that is up to you.
Okay.
Basically, you fail the perception roll, but you have succeeded in intuition roll. So just something seems off to you, but you're really not sure exactly what it would be. Something about the way he was moving and acting is just kind of raising the hairs on your arm.
All right. Well, I'm going to briskly head in the same direction we've been going, but to some bar that I know about where it would be likely that I would go drink. So it's all just a big coincidence I was going the same way as him.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
That's real bad. All right, you're drinking.
Well,
How long did you stay there?
Well, I can't lead him back to my buddies, so long time.
Okay, fair enough. You guys, I assume, are watching still.
Yes.
Not a lot happens other than as it starts to get dark, you see a light go on. Like the downstairs is shuttered. You definitely see some lights in there. You can see light coming out. I'm pinging where it is. Kind of this is behind a shuttered window here. You don't know what's back there. There's light on in the kitchen. Occasionally still see a dude moving around in there. You see a light, you know, in the upstairs where you'd seen the two guys. That seems to be the only light up there, is the one that's where you had seen people. All the other rooms have open windows on the second floor, but you do not see any lights on in there. And come to think of it, what you would see is... I'm trying to think about what... Basically, you see a window, let's see, like roughly here that seems to be kind of like a hallway. You see a window here that seems to be into a bedroom, like right around there. And then, like, the one where they're up in there, you're guessing is probably a bedroom based on the bit of furniture you can make out. And eventually, Alphonse comes back. Let's see if any of you notice. Trent's the only one who hears him approaching. He's very quiet as he comes back upstairs. Trent, you only hear it right as he's kind of near the top step, coming up into your, you know, your viewing room, so to speak.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, where's your friend? The
He was making sure we weren't
grumpy-looking
followed
one.
back to here.
Oh. Probably wise. What have you found?"
Well, at 6, there was like a guy who went to go get something and come back. I don't know if it was food or what it was, but he did something other than that. I don't
There's at least 5 in there. Is that what we determined? The 3 we can see in the windows, and then one that left to get goods, and one that was there to open and close the door for him.
Yeah. I think that's correct. Unless the one that was opening and closing the door was one of the other ones that we could see. I'm not sure.
Have you seen around the back?
We tried, but we were afraid we'd get made, so didn't get a good look. I think we might try and do that tonight.
Yes, in the darkness, very wise.
I am not the stealthiest of individuals.
I'm pretty stealthy. I can go scope out the area.
Yeah, okay.
I've learned more about who could have done this. I believe it's a man named Claudio. Runs a small gang. Has a mean dog.
Okay.
Is it constantly barking? Like in the back?
Hmm?
There is a dog constantly barking around here.
The one that you hear constantly barking is actually next door here, and there's like an older lady who's constantly yelling at it. So you doubt
Okay.
that's the dog unless that whole thing is in on it. Could be. Um, I believe the rest are just hired help from him. Yes, you describe who you've seen. It doesn't sound like any of those match the description of the guy he thinks is doing it, though.
Right. Okay.
He's asking you kind of how what your plan is. Again, he keeps saying like, we've got at least a whole nother day. We should take our time.
Yeah, I don't think we've got developed one yet. I think under the cover of night makes a lot of sense. I think we should find out what their watch is like overnight and see how many are awake and maybe plan to go tomorrow night. Hopefully when they're sleeping, or at least very few's on watch.
Probably get Rudy off the street, huh? He's kind of leaving it to you guys to make the plan. Other than he definitely wants you to talk to him before you go bashing down any doors or whatever you might do that, SEAL Team 6 it or something.
I don't think we'll go tonight, and probably not a good idea to do it during the day. So I think it'll be tomorrow night, and that's
Yep.
So I think you can expect us to do it then.
Have you seen any sign of the boy?
We have not.
Where do you think he might be in there? He says that as if he already thinks he knows, but he's testing your deduction skills.
I think it'd be one of the shuttered rooms that we can't see into.
Makes sense. I agree. You have seen. I forgot to note this. You have seen that on the roof of the house there is a skylight that goes into the attic. You can't see into it because it's actually roughly level with you. You can kind of see. It's higher than you, but you can see like how it pokes up like triangular style. You can see that up above. So you'd have to get on the roof if you wanted to be able to look in there. You can't see with your telescope. That is something I forgot to mention before.
Okay.
Adam would already be climbing on the roof if he was here.
It's always a good time. He's gonna go get a good night's sleep. He probably won't be back till like noon tomorrow unless you. Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back in the morning. Check in with you.
I would just hide in the back privy, and then as each person came there, I would silently kill them, Agent 47 style.
And then show.
So there's nobody left.
And in true video game fashion, none of them are suspicious as they die one by one. And then you could just put on their clothes and they'd totally think you were one of them.
As long as you stay at least 10 feet away from them and don't run.
Must have been the wind. All right.
Well, as I get drunk, I will have loud concerns about how my supervisor, Sergeant Puffenstuff, is demanding more bribe money, and he's going to start sending his guys under the bridge, and I'm one of his guys, and I'm pretty worried about that.
More rumors.
Where are you? Like the Spotted Pig?
Some shitty bar that's pretty
All
close
right.
to the Shitty Terrible bars.
But not full of lowlifes who would, kill you for your gear, right?
Hopefully not,
Okay.
but who knows?
There are. Well, give me one more perception roll. I think we'll stop what's going on in the house and pick that up next week. But I kind of got to figure out what's going on with you. You're real not perceptive.
I'm not trying to be.
How much are you drinking?
Not a tremendous amount. I mean,
Okay.
but I
That's
want
fine.
it to look like I'm drinking a tremendous amount.
That's fine. At what point do you decide to leave? And where do you go once you do?
Well, after I'm out of money at, that would have been 6:30 maybe. I got there at like 11. I will head back to my barracks, I guess.
Okay. And then spend the night there?
Yeah.
Okay. And then those of you keeping watch overnight, assuming nothing
The next
exciting
day is
happens. Okay.
work day as well, I'm assuming, or
I'm sorry, what?
the next day is a watch day.
The next day is a work day.
Or do we check out every morning? Are we supposed to all be there?
No. No, you don't usually. Usually at the start of a 3-day cycle, you've got like a area you're assigned. But
Okay.
no, mostly it's at the
And
end
we
of watch.
don't have
You report
anything
what
to
happened.
report before we've left.
Yeah.
Sure.
That said,
Although someone might have stuff to report to us from the previous shift.
they don't really report to you. They report to Rudy or whoever their watch sergeant is for the shift. Not a lot of stuff carries over because they're just not that organized and they don't care.
Okay.
There could be something like, what's her name? Like Andrea Pfeffer, the captain, could come out and say, give you some speech about something big going down that everyone needs to know about, but that's rare. And most of the time you guys have been in the barracks anyway, so. But no, most mornings you just get your stuff, you go. You feel like if the watch was less corrupt and less full of losers, there would be more structure and you actually would be held more accountable, but just no one takes a job seriously, no one cares, and that includes most of the people who would be in charge of keeping track of what you're doing. The person most to worry about is Rudy, who's looking to get you in trouble, but even he seems too lazy to like wake up in the morning and just verify that you went, out for your watch. That'd be work, man. All right. Those of you who are in the house are sleeping in shifts, or what are you doing?
Yes.
Probably one person up.
Sounds
you only
good.
have one telescope.
Yeah.
You definitely see that the first floor has lights all night long. The light does go out in the second floor at night, probably around midnight or so. And you no longer see movement through that window where you saw guys like hanging out, playing cards, whatever. And you probably hear some point, before all the lights go out, the dogs barking at each other between the two houses again in the backyard. But you don't see it. You just hear lots of dog barking.
But between which two houses?
17 and 19. 17's the target house. 19's where the dog and the old lady are. So it seems like at some point there's a dog somewhere behind 17 that you can't see. That whenever it goes outside starts a bark fest with the
So that is probably that guy's dog. The whatever the guy's name was, Creole, or the leader of the small gang.
Yep. Claudio, you do see later, like throughout the night, like downstairs there was lights on and there's the one window into the kind of the kitchen you could see. Actually, could you see the kitchen? The dining room that sees into the kitchen. You do see occasionally a guy sitting there staring out the window like towards the street, and he occasionally dozes off, and occasionally someone else walks by and hits him on the back of the head, like 2 or 3 times throughout the night.
So I think for one of the shifts, I'm gonna go try and see, like, sneak around some of the like maybe the abandoned houses in the back, particularly when the dogs aren't barking, and see if I can see if there's other entrances or what I can see from other
You doing
vantage
that
points.
after the lights go off at night?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a stealth. Actually, don't. I'll give a stealth roll for you.
Hold on. Never mind. It won't last long enough to matter.
You got big bonuses for what it's worth. It's night. You creep around through the back. There is an outhouse behind the house there. You can see into the kitchen from back here. So you've kind of got like a different angle on the guy who's sitting in like the kitchen / dining room, looking out the window here. Because there's kind of a window back there. There is a back door to the house there, right next to the kitchen window. Everything else is shuttered back there. It's very dark. I'm not sure what else you want to look for specifically. Or are you just going to hang out back there?
A little bit, yeah. Because it might be worth it to try, tomorrow night to go in when someone comes out to use the restroom.
Right. So you never had a good angle back here, so you haven't had any sense of when or if they've been doing that, other than you're pretty sure a dog's been out here at certain times.
Okay.
That said, you're out here kind of after the lights went out upstairs, which is like after midnight, and throughout like the rest of the night, you really don't see anyone come outside. Although you get a much better view of the guy. There's a second guy walking around the house, and getting a good look at him, you're pretty sure the two guys you see down here right now are the two that were upstairs before. You got the blonde guy and like the short guy.
So they're moving in shifts too.
Yeah, the blonde guy is the one sitting at the table, and the short guy is the one who keeps like smacking on the back of the head.
So everything but the kitchen on the first floor is shuttered. Is that correct?
Yes.
I guess what I'm trying to understand is there, like, let's say tomorrow night we go in from the back door. Would from that perspective, coming in from the back door, to the right or to the left is like, to the right is the kitchen, and to the left is shuttered, or like,
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out
Yep.
where the most likely place the kid would be.
Let me put some marks on this. Oh, that's not what I want. So there's kind of I get the sense there's a kitchen dining room here that have like an open area between them, right?
Okay.
This one dash line is kind of a window you've been looking through. You can kind of see into the kitchen back there, but mostly you've been seeing when someone's in the dining room. Then there's a window here, which now that you're in the back, you have a much better view into this whole area. There is a window here that's shuttered. There's a window here that's shuttered. There's a window here that's shuttered. There's the front door there, the back door there. So you don't have really any view into the first floor except kind of that area I boxed in.
Okay. And on the second floor, most of the windows are open. Is that correct?
On the second, yes, the second floor. So now that you're back here, there is a window up second floor back. Like this, kind of this area of the house is what you wouldn't have been able to see before. Shaded area with the telescope. You could kind of see there was like a bedroom here. These maps are going to overlap. Kind of where the kitchen dining room area was, there was kind of like a bedroom there. And you could kind of see there was like a hallway. There was some sort of room here that had no windows. And now that you're in the back, you can see there's a room here, but you're down too low to see what's in it, and the lights are off. But there's definitely an open window back there. If you had a different angle or climbed
But it's
up,
not
you'd be able to see
shuttered.
it. It is not shuttered, correct. And then if you were all the way on the roof, there's like a glass like skylight, essentially.
Is there a good way to get on the roof?
You would have to climb. Or potentially make a jump from the one over here. But that would be
From 15? That's abandoned, right?
that would be about a 12-foot jump. I'm wrong. That'd be about a 6-foot jump. 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. It wouldn't be an easy
That's
jump, but it would,
abandoned?
and it would probably be loud. 15 is not abandoned, so that's another challenge.
Okay.
Climbing would probably be easier than climbing a different one and jumping, but hey, like the scale is such that it's technically possible.
All right, I'm gonna try and climb, but if it ends up being too loud or it just doesn't seem like it's gonna work, I will not.
It's like climb up the side of the house. What's your point of where are you trying to do it from? Like what side of the house or what angle or what corner?
Whichever would be the darkest and most concealed.
So there's really no lights on around here. The moon is just barely in the sky, right? It's just like coming out of no moon, so it's pretty damn dark tonight. And it's not like people keep, street lights on or have lights on the side of their house. So it is dark out here.
So I guess what I would probably want to go up closest to the where the skylight area is possible.
The skylight's basically like center of the roof, top.
Okay.
Let's just
So then
get
I
on the roof,
guess-
period, and you'll get to it.
Sure. I guess back right area is where I would try to.
Okay. Yeah, that's all shuttered mostly back there at the ground level, so that's good. Let's give a climb check. You got any fortune points left? You might want to wait if you don't. But it's the perfect time to do it if you do.
No, I have one left.
All right. That was a really good roll. Give me a stealth roll, too. The climbing is not a problem. You may have kicked the side of the house on the way up, though, unless you'd like to re-roll that.
Yep, I'm gonna re-roll it.
That's a little better. On the plus side, you're doing this when a lot of people are not at their most alert. Oh, it reversed the roll. You must have a talent. Alley
think
Cat.
I might.
You were at home in shadowy backstreets. When using Stealth Urban, you may reverse the dice of any failed test if this will score a success. You rolled a 52, it turned into a 25 because of your talent.
Nice.
I thought that's what I saw. So,
Yeah, so you were climbing up the side and you were just about to grab onto like a rundown part of the house, some trellis or something that was going to break away, and you I don't know, you managed to avoid it. And you do indeed get up on the roof. You can look down through the skylight and you can see you're looking down into a mostly empty attic, and it is very dark in there. There's no light. That was to your benefit until now, but now that you're looking, like, dude, it's dark in there. You don't really see much. And let me check. You do not have night vision. We'll probably stop there. We'll give Adam a chance to get involved in this, and it's 11:30 just about anyway. But we'll stop with you on the roof. Let me put you there so I don't forget. Well, actually, what would your plan be? Are you going to try to get in, or are you going to, like, get back out and talk to the fire? Or are you just going to stay up there?
I don't think I would stay up there.
You're gonna wave to us from the other roof, send us hand signs. I'm
You
ready
guys-
to go when you are.
Who's ever on the telescope could definitely see him up there. Although, honestly, even with the telescope, given how dark it is, it's hard to see him.
And is the skylight something that opens?
That's a good question. I mean, I know the answer, but it's good you asked. There's something you need to check, and I need to find it.
Everything opens if you apply enough fire.
Give me a perception check. Yeah, it's openable.
Okay.
Do you want to open it, or you just wanted to know that it is openable?
I just wanted to know if it was like, because I have a skylight, in my condo, but it's
Right.
just, you can't open it. It's just a window.
Honestly, given the area here, like the idea of a glass skylight is, that sounds kind of pricey. So honestly, it's probably like partially broken out. You'd still want to open it. You wouldn't want to go through like jagged glass, but it's not in good shape.
Okay. Well,
Unless you want to do the Batman through it at some point.
I mean, of course I want to. I just don't know that I will. All right. I'm not going in there.
Just rescue him right now by yourself.
I was thinking about it.
And that gives Derek more time to plan the next adventure.
Take the XP. I had an adventure. I just didn't want to do it without Adam.
All right. Well, for pausing there, that's cool.
It's a good place to stop. Well, actually, no. If you're going back to the party, let's resolve that real quick.
Yeah, I am going back to the party.
All right. Give me one more climb roll.
Maybe he's just going to jump down.
That could be fine. It's 3 stories, but that was a really good roll. You're fine. Down you go. Back the way you came up. You get out. Give me one more stealth roll. I didn't think of this till just now. It reversed it. Good job. You don't even get the neighbor's dog barking at you as you're up and down that side of the house.
Nice.
All right. So you get back to the party. And we will stop there. And next week, Adam can screw up all your plans. It'll be great.
Don't worry.
Doesn't matter. There isn't even a hostage. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. We give out some XP.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
And about 40. 40 XP. Also, some of you had justice as a goal, a motivation. You can have if you need points of resolve, which I don't think really anyone's been using, you can get a point of resolve back for having indeed brought those guys to justice. Actually, Andrew can't. I don't think that's his motivation anyway.
What do you mean?
You pushed a guy in the water.
For justice.
It's street justice. If you're at street justice on your sheet, then you can do it.
He wouldn't wake up anyway. He was probably dead. He's dead now anyway.
I see life on the edge as your motivation, and honestly, what you did with Rudy would qualify. So if you need a point of resolve back, go for it.
How do you know what your max is?
It's whatever your resilience is, unless you have a talent that gives you even more.
Okay. Gotcha.
Which would be the strong-minded talent. I don't really think any of you have been spending it because you haven't really needed to.
Yeah, there hasn't been need for the most part.
You got it, yeah. Every time you've had to make those kind of if you go down in combat, that would definitely be one where it's like, nope, I'm getting back to my feet and I'm getting a wound back. Stuff like that. But dude, Alley Cat's pretty sweet. That saved your butt twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone else is like, no, I think my motivation should have triggered, like, if you even need the point, which you probably don't, let me know. But, hey, it's back to telling me everyone has 2 wounds. That's cool. Man, Trent, you crushed the hell out of some dudes. Warhammer's scary as shit.
Haven't even triggered the third thing on it yet.
What's that? The pummeling or whatever?
Yeah, if you hit him in the head, there's a chance you do something extra because you hit him in the head with the Warhammer.
Just do those -20 called shots when you're 3-on-1 in them, and then you just hit him in the head.
Yeah, if you score a head hit with the pummel weapon, attempt an opposed strength endurance test. If you win, your opponent gains a stunned condition.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Of course, just doing like 19 damage in a hit is pretty good too.
Well, yes.
All right. Well, next week we will carry on. Maybe we'll get to a murder mystery. Who can say? Probably not, actually. I think I have to deal with some Rudy stuff now faster than I thought I would. So.
So, have you been enjoying, or did you enjoy Fallout?
The show? Yeah, I wasn't. I don't want to spoiler anyone. I was not in love with the ending, but otherwise I liked it.
Fair.
I didn't hate the ending or
so
anything.
far. Yeah.
And Andrew could pick on it all night, but he can't do it in a way that anyone who needs spoilers.
I enjoyed it. I just thought it was written very badly. And I don't care if it's. I'm not one of the lore nerds for Fallout. I don't care if it's well adapted or not. That doesn't bother me. I just thought the underlying mechanics of the story didn't make any sense. Clearly they're writing it from what would be cool in this scene. Let's do that. Well, doesn't that contradict this thing we did before? Nobody cares.
That may be. We've only done 2 episodes, so probably haven't hit any of those yet.
Then we definitely don't want to.
Well, yeah.
Get into it too much.
I saw you started playing New Vegas again, so I figured it was because you had watched it.
I do tend to hate everything, so there's that.
3 hours of mod installation, but yeah. Fallout 76 is free for like 3 more days. I mean, it's only free for that duration. But.
I played it for 2 hours, and it is a game.
It's a game.
Yes.
It's better than it
was. If it was not MMO and it had, more VATS-based content, but I'd probably like it a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really do VATS too well in a multiplayer game. Although, honestly, VATS combat in the 3D ones always felt kind of weird anyway. I'm shutting this thing down unless someone's doing a thing with their thing.
Nope.
No.
Adam didn't get any XP, poor guy. I'm going to give you guys 10 more.
I was going to say, what did we
you
get that 40 for?
How different just this session would have been if Adam was playing with us? Because I don't know what would happen. It would have been awesome.
I do roughly 10 per hour of active play. So, like, the ones where we make characters, I did a little less that session. And then I'm going to do 10 more for capturing the barons. Dudes. And then, anything from this one will probably be at the end of it rather than trying to do it midway.
Fair.
Their suggestion is 10 to 100 for the quality of planning. Okay. Anyway, yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, I'm off then.
Later.